Look, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, let's just get that lighting together. All right. You know what? It caught me off guard. I don't even know what number we came in at. But we're gonna get this together. Let me Hey, the apples are coming in. I appreciate that. Let's get live on the other platforms. You already know what we just went live on Periscope. Just went live on Facebook. And now we're bringing the Ratchetosity over to LinkedIn. We are live on all 4 platforms. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I am a self-love specialist from where? TanyaTKO.com. I hope you what? Learn how to love one another. Learn how to love yourself, especially one another. Let me show you what we're going to be talking about today, because today's topic is hot and juicy, fresh off the press. New York accent style. So let's see. Here we go. Uh-oh. Here we are. Remember to like the video. We're going to be talking about this young lady here, Tabitha Brown. Oh, Wendy Williams responded to her, and then she decided to clap back at Wendy Williams. I haven't heard her response, so I don't know if it's a clap back. People have sent it to me over and over again saying that it was a clap back. I don't personally know, because we're going to watch it live together for the first time. All right. I'm going to introduce the text notification squad when we come in after the intro, but I have learned some new information. Like when I did that first video, oh yes, come for me now, come for me now. When I did the first video, I was very neutral. I said, well, you know what? This is Black love. You have to temper your expectations because many Black men just ain't making money like that. Oh, you all thought that you could come for me. Listen, I am the Teflon Tan. I am drag proof. You can think that you're dragging me, but you're only dragging yourself, because the stuff that I say makes so much sense that if you're not listening and you're only hearing the drivel that's inside your mind, it is not my fault if you have poor comprehension skills. It's not my fault. I was like, it's none of our business. This is their relationship. But oh, we're going to find some teachable moments here with the additional things that I found out about their relationships behind the scenes. Oh, yes. So, yes, we have an opinion today. So listen, if you think, say you can drag me, please come forward. Try to drag me. Please try. Just try. I want you to come forward now. Come so I can bring you up onto the altar and fricassee you. In terms of what we're about to do, we're about to get started. So come on, bounce with me, no? All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I am your host, Tanya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. I am a certified life coach. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I have a specialty in relationship coaching. And my channel are for people who like to discuss ideas, who have comprehension skills and are willing to dig deep and not think that we're talking about people to be talking about them, but using their situation as an example for us to discuss the feelings that we have on the inside of ourselves, to evaluate what's happening in our lives. We're going to be, you know what? Without further ado, we're going to pull up the Wendy Williams video. We're going to listen to that. Then we're going to read the rules for the broadcast. We're going to listen to Tabitha's response. And then I'm waiting on an email that somebody during the pre-show said, or the countdown said that they were going to send to me. So we're waiting for that. And then let's get this Wendy thing up on here. Listen. Some of you think that I am somebody whom I am not. You know, it's like you see me and you don't understand that I'm Black just like you. Yes, I am. And listen, let me just continue. Let me continue. Because some of you act like you speaking to some, let me just bring it down a notch. Listen. In the same way you think, say you're gully, I gully too. So if you think that you can bring it, please, watch and see. Watch and see. So let's get to this. Let's get to our, here we go. I need to move over to, where do I move for this? Let me move myself. You know what? Let me move her over, and so that we can see. I got it. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this moved. All right. That's not the right thing. Here we go. Let me get her so that we can see her whole screen, because she's going to pull up an image of Tabitha in a moment. So let's get this. All right. And then we have our, there we go. I don't know how this got so large. All right. All right. Day upon the gully side. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right. Let's go forward.
Influencers and what all goes on, but there's this woman.
So she's, I don't know what she, I didn't watch the whole of the stuff. Okay. I didn't watch her whole thing. I just fast forwarded until I got to the part. So I don't even know what she said. I hope Bismarcky's okay. You know? He was a part of my youth, my childhood. All right.
Okay. I don't know this woman because I don't follow social media like that regarding influencers and what all goes on, but there's this woman, her name is Tabitha Brown.
She's about to get into it. You know what? If some of the young lady who said that I need to play some dancehall, if you all have music composers, I need original music. So if you have somebody that can make some original music for me, let me know, reach out to me, because I can't use copyrighted music on this channel. So if you want to hear some different music during the start, let me know. Let's get this cracking. Let's continue going forward. So she's talking about Tabitha Brown now.
Oh, you know her? Clap if you know her. Okay, good. I don't know her. Well, she's an influencer, and she's saying that she's retiring her husband. He's been a police officer for 15 years, and he wants to live out his dreams. Take a look.
I have said to him, babe, it's time.
I'm sorry. I just need to speak my opinion. You all think this man look healthy? I read somebody, listen, I'm going to show some of the comments that I read, but you all think, let's continue going forward. I'm sorry.
And he wants to live out his dreams. Take a look.
I have said to him, babe, it's time. It's time. It's time for him to dream again. It's time for him to think like a child and think, ooh, when I grow up, what do I want to be? And it's something else. It's time for a new journey, a new chance at life, right? And God has blessed us. He has blessed me that I can retire my husband.
Look at Wendy's face. Wendy's face looks like she's not having it.
Nope. I was married to one of those. I make the money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, stay with me, but go. You see how that turned out.
Oh, no, you didn't, girl.
I predict that this marriage is going to be on real rocky ground in a moment. Live your dream. Then they invest in stuff and they lose the money. And then they invest in something else and the money gets swindled or stolen.
No, the fuck, excuse my language. No, Wendy is so wrong for this. Wendy is so wrong. The money, so I'm sorry. Wendy is so wrong for this. Wendy is like, then the money gets swindled. Let's rewind this again. Let's go find the replay. Let's go. Oh Lord, not this part again, please. Let's get past this. Let's get past. Go be like a child. Yeah, go. All right, let's just get to the tail end of that so that we can hear Wendy's stuff again.
Nope. I was married to one of those. I make the money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, stay with me, but Go, go, go.
That's Wendy's face for me. You all say I make some faces. Look at Wendy's face. Wendy's face is like, and I like this hair color on Wendy. I like this sandy brownish blonde color. Yeah, let's continue. I'm sorry. Look her face though. Look her face.
You see how that turned out.
No, the hell she didn't. Wendy is so wrong for this. Let's continue going forward. Somebody said because he's vegan, he may look like that. No, dear. If you're vegan, you're supposed to look vibrant. This is the picture they chose. This. Let's continue going forward.
I predict that this marriage is gonna be on real rocky ground in a moment. Live your dream. Then they invest in stuff and they lose the money. And then they invest in something else and the money gets swindled or stolen. Then they invest again. Then he comes home and throws his bag down. And he's like, and she's like, what? What? And he's like, I can't do this. And this is your fault. You know, you're over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job and I can't find my live like a child. No, but you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I need a moment. I need a moment after that. Yo, Wendy is so wrong for this. Wendy is so wrong for this. I'm telling you. Why Wendy has to behave this way? Wendy, you know what? Is Wendy bitter? Is she bitter? Is that what happened? Or is she speaking some words of wisdom to a younger woman who is making some of the mistakes Wendy made 10 years ago? Because Tabitha is 40, Wendy is like 50, and so maybe she's seeing a little bit of herself in this and then lose the money that gets swindled, all this, that, and the other. Let's continue hearing what else she has to say.
Saying? Like, no, no, you work.
Hold on, let me rewind it just a little bit.
No, but you understand what I'm saying?
No, what was the last thing she said? What was the last thing she said?
And this is your fault.
Oh,
You know, you're
let's
over here
hear that.
making
Let's
all
hear
your
that
money
rant
and
again. Let's
thing.
hear that rant again.
And then they invest in something else and the money gets swindled or stolen. Then they invest again. Then he comes home and throws his bag down. And he's like, and she's like, what? What?
What?
And he's like, I can't do this. And this is your fault. You know, you're over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job and I can't find my live like a child.
Wendy.
No, but you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no,
Ouch.
no, you work. Being a cop was a big part of his identity. He liked it, but she came to him and said that. Clap if you understand what I'm saying.
Look at Wendy. Wendy got her Photoshop photo. Okay, Wendy. All right, well, you know what? My goodness. Oh, my goodness. That thing got my head. I don't know what to do with myself. Let's read the rules for the broadcast. My gracious goodness alive. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's read the rules for the broadcast. Our topics are for examples of self-reflection. They're never about the people in the video. My videos are best suited for people who know how to comprehend and have good listening skills and know how to interpret inference, because I don't tell people what to do. I don't give people advice. This channel is best suited for people who can see a situation and make that applicable to their own lives and their own growth. That's what this is all about. Some people get caught up on the celebrity of it. We use viral stories because the viral stories get the traction on the webs, on these sites. You know, you talk about a story no one's searching for and people don't get to find the story. So that's one. Number two, listen, you all in the audience, when there's somebody who says something you don't agree with, combat the argument. Don't combat the person. Don't call each other names. Part of the reason that I want to do that is because I want us to train ourselves to be able to stop with the keyboard warrior stuff that we do, where we will say things to people online that you wouldn't say to their face. Now, me up here, I am the host. I am doing what it is that I'm doing for entertainment. There will be times that I'll make mention of things that I feel that you all need to pay attention to. And there will be times that I'll curse a person out. I will. But we all can't be rah-rah on this channel. I want you all to be the better part of me, my knockouts, okay? All right, be the better part of me. Because going off in the comments and calling people all these names and all of that other stuff, that's a really quick way to get invited to the block party. I'm just letting you all know that, because we have to find, like I said, the keyboard warrior stuff. I don't feel that too much. You come up here with me on the phone, you might catch it. You know, I'm doing a video on you. I'm going to be pointing out stuff about the person in the video. Come on, entertainment purposes, entertainment purposes. Number 3, if you enjoy the broadcast, subscribe. Know how to find my channel again. Sometimes a video comes across your feed and you don't know how to find it again. So make sure that you like, subscribe. Text notification is number 4. There's a link in the description, especially if you're on Facebook, because Facebook has constricted the views based on how it is that I am now connecting with the new software. So if you're not getting your notifications on Facebook, if you're international, or if you have turned off your YouTube notifications, or if you're not getting them, because like when we go live back to back to back, because this is video number 2 today, and you all said that you want me to talk about this Don Cheadle incident and the Idris Elba incident, where Idris Elba admitted that he's verbally abusive. I got the audio clip. So when we go live back to back to back in a day, sometimes the platforms don't send it out, and then, you know, anything can happen to any Black creator on these platforms. So you need to know how to get in touch with me. Like if they banned me today, there's 475 people who know how to get in touch with me off of these websites, because you're on my text notification squad. If you're a part of the text notification squad, go ahead and throw up your number 10s. Let me see all 470 of you in here today. All right, I'm gonna wait for those 10s to come up and just take a look. My crew is deep, my squad is deep. All right, number 5, I will be taking cash apps during the broadcast, and I will be reading them live on air. The apples are gonna be turned on in just a moment. And if you want to support the show, so shout out to everybody who sends cash apps, who's a part of the text notification squad. If you don't want your cash apple read on air, you can send it when we're offline, and I'll get it. It'll just be between you and I. Okay. Number 6, submit topics on TanyaTKO.com. Click on contact and send me topics that way. Number 7, don't post links on my page, please. Don't start trying to advertise. And this is a good method for you all. Like we talked about this young lady, Tila Tequila, earlier today. Stop promoting people that you don't want to promote, and don't do that on my page. Listen, especially people you don't like. Number 8, I am a life coach. I have a life coach, and once a year I get a mental health evaluation. I have no mental health issues. I do not need for you to try to diagnose me from the comments. I am good over here. I am the woman that I choose to be. And I encourage you all to find out who it is that you choose to be. Listen, some of you are like, oh, Tanya, you're so classy. I don't work on trying to be classy. I like to leave the door open in case I need to be a little ignorant sometimes. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I don't need your business advice, et cetera, et cetera. I have people that I go through for all of that. And last but not least, you know what? I'm going to put a number 9 on here. The rule number 9. Rule number 9. Let me put this on here. I'm going to read it next time we come through. Number 9 is follow content creators you resonate with, honestly. Follow people you resonate with. If you don't resonate with me, if you don't like my personality, believe me, it's much easier for you to change the channel than for you to bring your backside up here and try to tell me who I need to mother effing be. Don't get chopped down. Don't get verbally fricasseed and flambéed over here. Don't let it happen to you. Don't let it. Because some of you leave with your little hearts fibrillating from here and you don't know which way did she go? Which way did she go? You don't know. You listen. You don't want none of this. John Legend did a song that was the hardest I ever heard him sound. And he was basically talking about how you don't want it with him. How many of you heard that song? Put up a number 2 if you heard that song. That song was sexy as hell. I was like, oh, John. I was like, maybe I do want it with you now. But nonetheless, let's get this Tabitha video up so that we can take a look at what Tabitha had to say. We really want to hear this now. because people have been sending this to me. Oh, it's 5 minutes long, so don't worry. We're going to hear all of it. All of it. Remember to like the video, like, comment, subscribe. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take a look and see what we have here. Oh, you all heard that John Legend song? You didn't like that song? Okay, you like it too soft. You like that when we are peoples, oh peoples. You like that stuff. I like when he did that, I was like, ooh, John, yes. I was like, daddy. Let's continue going forward. Let's go forward. Tabitha, tell us what you got to tell us.
Hello there. Y'all all right?
Yes.
Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on.
Oh, you
in my
know what?
office.
I'm sorry. Somebody told me that her voice is fake, that this is not her real voice, and that they saw her actor's reel. If you've seen that, please send it to me now during this broadcast, because there's a few different things that I want to talk about during this broadcast. So if you've seen it, please send that to me. Her actor's reel, they say her voice is all different. Weird. I know. I want to see this for myself. Let's continue going forward. All right, honey. Glow, you ain't going to work. You better go put your headphones in and take us whatever process you need to do to get ready. Don't leave now, honey. You don't want to miss it. Let's continue going forward. Okay.
Hello there. Y'all all right?
Yeah, we all right,
Very
girl.
good, honey. I was up doing a little work here.
where are
That's why I
you?
got my pajamas on in my office.
Oh, is
and
that
then my
so?
phone started going off, like praising people. It's like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip, and I said, oh my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way, and I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together, right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? But this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, oh, babe, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love. Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me. And we did it together.
Jesus Christ, did this woman call herself a dog in the damn fight? That your man was betting on you as the pit bull in the ring? This is the analogy that she decided, good God damn. Not the damn dog in the fight. Jesus Christ. What the heck? I need to hear that again. Hold on. Maybe I misinterpreted. I know she didn't call herself a dog. Not a dog in the fight. No. No. I know we misheard.
Right now, I was his dog in the fight.
No,
okay?
she did fucking say that shit. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to put that on the thumbnail. I was his dog in the good golly. Just like, remember when the man called us that black women were like pit bulls? So all I'm seeing is Tabitha with that. Remember, was it the Junkyard Dogs where the pit bull had like the spiky collar and his downturned jaw? That's all I'm seeing is her with a leash on talking about, let me get him. I mean, really? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And somebody said that I'm a German Shepherd. Nigga, please. If you had a German Shepherd that looked as good as me, baby, we can understand why people like you turn to the stuff we hear about on sites that we're not supposed to go to. Honey, I'm gorgeous and beautiful. Stop your madness. Let's continue going forward.
And he believed in me. And we did it together for the last 15 years. I did every year with him at LAPD, and he did every year with me with rejection and no's in this entertainment industry, right? However, God has blessed me. He has allowed me to manifest. I've been praying on this for a very long time, and it has now come to pass. That is the power of God. is also the power of allowing God to be first in your marriage. Okay? And that is how it remains successful. We keep him first. He is first in our marriage. Not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first. Okay? So this is my prayer for you. I pray that love finds you, true love. I pray it finds you and it holds you tight. I pray that someone will love you enough to see you when you are not well, to see you when you need true support, to see you when you need compassion, to see you when you need kindness. I pray that somebody loves you enough to sacrifice their life for you. I pray that type of love finds you so that you can understand why. I don't want my husband to put his life on the line anymore wearing a bulletproof vest if he don't have to, and if that's not his desire. I love him enough that I want him to be safe, and I want him to coach children the way he wants to. My husband has a nonprofit, right? And he wants to be able to build that even more so. And what I do know is a 9-to-5 or a steady job takes away time for creativity, takes away time that you want to pour into your real true purpose. And if God blesses someone to be able to pull out of that 9-to-5 and pour everything into their purpose, their passion, ooh, my goodness, why would we dishonor God if he blesses us with the ability and the way to be able to do so? Ooh, honey, I'm excited.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this right now. You know, I have fans who are both fans of my page and fans of her page. And I'm going to tell you that if this is what you resonate with, please unfollow my page, unsubscribe from me. If you are on the text notification squad and this is the type of person, how it is that she's positing and presenting with this disingenuous, passive aggression, religious messaging, and this forced smile, if this is what you resonate with and who you want to emulate and be like so that you can be what's nice nasty, if that is what you like and that's what you feel on the inside, please unsubscribe from me today. I don't want you. I'm sorry. We will not get along. We won't. Because when I have something to say, I say it. As simple as that. I don't have to stand up here and put on some fake ass smile and try to be like God and try to say I'm praying for you. And when you really want to say, you know what, that really hurt. Because if it didn't hurt, why is she making this video? Why is she coming out to explain anything to somebody when there are so many other people who are supporting her? There's so many. 99%, I'm going to tell you an epiphany that I had. 99% of the people who've heard this message agree with her. Why does she need to make this video to Wendy Williams? I'm going to pray for you that you find love and every moment that he was in the, you know what? One of the things that I forgot to do, she claims that she always puts God first. Listen, there's a lot of people who, listen, if God was first, she wouldn't need to come out and make this video. She let God handle it. Isn't Jesus beating people up in the ring for some of you? How you all out here acting? How long was Wendy with her husband? Wendy was with her husband for more than 15 years. More than 20 years Wendy was with her husband, because when Wendy got with Kevin, when Wendy was still fat, wasn't she? And Wendy was fat in the 90s. By the time we got to the 2000s, she had already been married and all of that other stuff. And how old is her son, Kev Jr.? Her son, Kev Jr. is already in college. So she's been with her man for quite some time. Listen, I'm just telling you, I see some people who were saying, I will unsubscribe now. Yes, please go. Please go. Because if this is what you resonate with, this fakeness, if this is how you want to sit up there pretending to, no, I don't resonate with this at all. I don't resonate with this at all. I'm looking at her and I'm like, look, just sis, keep it real. You were hurt. You were hurt by what Wendy said. You standing up here going to try to bring some prayer and all this other stuff in it. Come on now, talking about you put God first and God first in your marriage and all this and the other. These be the people. I'm telling you, you don't want to listen to me and hear what I got to say, but these be the people. These be the people. I'm telling you. Some fishy stuff be going on behind the scenes. Make sure you thumbs up the video. You know how to find me again. Right now, Facebook, there's 800 people on here. YouTube, there's 1,200 people. There's not one person on Twitter, according to the data. Not one person. But we still go live on Twitter. LinkedIn, it doesn't bring the data through, so I know how many people are on LinkedIn. But hold on to your briefcases on LinkedIn because we about to get real. We about to get real in a moment. Here we go.
We dishonor God if he blesses us with the ability and the way to be able to do so. Oh, honey, I'm excited about that. Oh, I pray that somebody finds you, love finds you, that excites you the way I am excited about my husband being able to grow his business, being able to pour into children, continue to coach.
This is annoying to me. I need to Google something real quick. I need to Google the Young Turks danger police job because they did research on the Young Turks. They did research on how dangerous police jobs are not. That is being a police officer more dangerous than it used to be. Let's see. I'm looking for the Young Turks one. They showed the data. Dang. The Young Turks, cop fired for not killing, cop fired after pulling gun. TYT staffer tells cop terrorized U.S. police versus good police. Let's see. TYT danger cop. Let's see. Oh, but you know what? All right. I can't find it. I wish I would have thought of this beforehand. The data shows that being a police officer is actually one of the safest jobs in the United States. The Blue Lives Matter people have convinced you all. They've convinced you all that being a cop is so dangerous, when actually most officers never fire their gun while they're in service, right? Not only do they not fire their gun, but you don't stay on the beat. I mean, if he's been a police officer for 15 years, he's never climbed up the ladder to detective. You don't get your pension until after 20 years and plus, or if I'm wrong, please correct me, right? If I'm wrong, correct me, because he had 5 more years before he got his pension. I'm going to read something for you all, but I wish that I could have found that thing from the Young Turks. I'll probably write to them and try to get the data for you all, but it won't be in this video because I need to find that video. Anyway, let's continue going forward. I'll bring her thing back up. Lord of mercy. All right. Let's continue. This is just
grow his business, being able to pour into children, continue to coach these kids, do other things he's dreamt about. Ooh, honey, I pray this type of excitement and love finds you and anybody else who seems to not understand this. I pray that type of love finds you. Sacrifice, compassion, like I really do. I really, really do. Okay? With that being said, I thank all of y'all for messaging me and telling me about it. And I want you, whoever is watching, who understands the type of love, let us all pray for people like Miss Wendy and others who have either been so hurt or never found a genuine love that fills their heart with so much compassion and joy. Let us all pray that they find that and that it finds them. Yes, very good.
Lord.
Now, I want y'all to go on about your business, okay? And have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. God bless you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.
All right. Somebody just sent me Tabitha's acting real. Good God almighty. Yeah, I did say that. I did say if you resonate with that, the fakeness, the fake, nice, nasty, the trying to passive aggressive religious banter, if that's how you like to get down in your life, we're not going to be a good match. We ain't a good energetic match. I don't like, if you have something to say what you need to say. Don't come out here with the fakeness. Don't do that. Somebody sent me her actor's reel. Let me read some of these apples while they have come in. That whole thing just disturbed me to my core. Because it's like, people who are empaths, you can feel that what it is that she's saying is not what she's saying is not what she is truly communicating, that she's communicating something else. Let's pull these apples forward. All right. So we have Tammy who sent $4. Thank you for supporting the show with your $4. Thank you. And then we have Money sends $1 and says, emailed a vid of her checking hubby. Oh, where'd you email it to? I hope you emailed it. If you did not email it to TanyaTKO.com/contact or click on the contact button, make sure that you send it there because I'm going to be looking in just a moment. L sends $1 and says, the proud me. Listen, I told you all to behave with this name calling, right? Don't be the best part of my page. Don't be like me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Joy sends $3 and says for with the eye emoji. Child, listen, I don't even know what you looking at going on out there. Dion sends $1 and says, it's giving me, he was let go from the force vibes. He let go. No, he wasn't. He was conflicted. You saw that. You saw he was looking sad. You know what? I don't have the video pulled up, but I want to find the video. Alyssa sends $1 and says, typical passive-aggressive Southern Baptist woman. Lord of mercy. I'm telling you, there was a lot being communicated in that video behind a smile. And a lot of you want to be like that. If you want to be the type of person who can express yourself freely and be able to have deep and open conversations with people without pretending to be somebody that you're not, my page is for you. Alyssa sends $1 and says, I lived in the South. They always do this. Do they? Talking about, I'm going to pray for you. I pray for you. Ava sends $3 and says, hey, Tanya, just want to say I enjoy your live chat. Child, I know that chat is a mess down there. But, I mean, it is what it is. If you say you enjoy it, thank you. Aquanetta sends $1.61 and says, I sent you the Young Turk video on your site. You know something? My knockouts are on it. My knockouts are on it. Good gracious almighty. Thank you, dear. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send you some. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay, so now we got some maintenance to do. I appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to a quick commercial break while I run and go get the links for these videos. Make sure that you support the channel. The Apple support the channel. The text notification squad supports the channel. And I love the text notification squad because, like I said, if anything happens on these platforms, there's 475 people who know how to get in touch with me off of this platform. All right, so listen, I will see you all in just one moment as we play the quick commercial break. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance. $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. I love that so much. Thank you all so much and welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. So we have two different treats for you. We have Tabitha Brown's actors reel, and then we are going to play the Young Turks video. So let me give a shout out to the people who sent these to me. Tatanisha sent the actors reel. Shout out to you, my girl. You are dope as F. And then we have Faith, who sent the Young Turks video. I love my knockouts. This is what I'm saying. I love you all. Really, I really do. Let's jump into the actors reel real quick. We're just going to take a look and see what this is, right? I don't know who I'm looking at right now. This is... Who is this? Who is this? Let's see. I don't recognize this person. Do you? I can't have all this music in here.
Look, first he was waiting to graduate from undergrad. Then he was waiting to graduate from law school. Then he was waiting to get on with a law firm, and now he's waiting until he makes partner. Honey, from the sounds of it, you're gonna be able to plan his retirement party, and you're...
I don't know who that is. Yo, let's skip forward. What the world?
Dan, you are asking the doctors to effectively kill your father.
No. No. Let me move forward. Let's go forward. Let's see.
And anybody, Mama? What am I gonna do with?
This is interesting. There's a lot here to unpack.
Is she going to be okay?
We hope so, but you can come with me.
She looks so pretty here with browner skin and hair pulled back. You know, I'm not really a hair person. You know, I like to see faces. I like to show my face. So I keep my hair short and back off of my face. But this is so interesting. She looks so much slimmer.
Okay, well, this is our waiting room.
I don't know how many years ago this was. What is this mess? What's going on here?
So, when me and my baby, you know, we done blew up,
I can't do this no more. How did we get here? How did we get here? This is so much. I just fast forwarded. Let's continue.
It went so, big.
But you know what? Who says maybe she was dampening her accent? I know I dampened my accent when, for the most part, I dampened my own accent. You know, maybe she was dampening hers. Listen, knockouts, I do not know. I don't know. Somebody said that I'm such a hater. Look, baby, if you feel that I'm a hater, who is worse, a person for being a hater or you for being on a hater's page consuming their stuff, or somebody you think is a hater? So if you think I'm a hater, you think all these things about me, I'm just being who it is I choose to be. But who are you being by supporting that person with your clicks, views, and comments? Listen, I ain't complaining, because for every comment that you make, you letting the algorithm know my stuff is popping. So keep on, keep writing. This is what I love. Young Turks video coming up. Let's take a look and see what they have to say about being a police officer. We have to jump around because I need to, because, you know, we don't know what's copywritten and what's not. So let's take a look and see.
2016 has been a devastating year for many, including several police officers and their family members.
Let's go forward.
Over the long term, you see that 20. So altogether, so far, the unofficial number is 64 police officers who have been killed in the line of duty. Now,
hold on, let's go back and see. How long did it take? It says the two events highlighted a year in which violence against the police repeatedly dominated the news cycle. A total, let's go a little bit further back so that we can see what they're actually talking about.
Actually worse than previous years. So let's get isn't actually worse. Numbers over the long term, you see that 2016 isn't actually worse than previous years. So let's get to that. So the two events highlighted a year in which violence against the police repeatedly dominated the news cycle. A total of 62 officers were deliberately shot and killed while on the job in the U.S. and Puerto Rico this year. Let's see how true that is. 62 officers were deliberately shot to other vehicles. So Altogether,
Two others died after being intentionally struck by suspects in vehicles. Okay.
So far, the unofficial number is 64 police officers who have been killed in the line of duty. Now, that is a lot of cops. And as tragic as it is, you look at the long-term trends and you see that 2016 isn't the worst year. So 1973 was actually the peak year where 134 officers were killed. And the number that we're currently at right now is actually similar to the number back in 2011. Yeah. So 2011 was the last time that we hit a number as high. So I'm bringing this up because I think there's a lot of misinformation out there and there's a lot of fear mongering. And so we want to make sure that everyone has the right information, the right statistics and data. Now, with that said, it's still disastrous. And I think that, certain protections need to be taken for cops and certain reforms need to be made to prevent police brutality as well.
And also to put it into context that back in the 70s, the 173 cops who died, understand that in the 70s, the U.S. population was far lower than it is now. There were far...
How interesting. So I wonder what it is. Let's see. Let's skip around a little bit because... So they were saying 63 in the United States. So we're talking about, on average, about one cop per state in the entire, a little bit more than one cop per state in the whole entire year, if 63 were killed. I wonder how many police officers, that makes me wonder how many police officers are in the U.S. It makes me wonder how many police officers go, I need to know how many police officers are in the U.S. overall. Because 63 out of thousands of police officers in every state. All right, let me grab that apple in a second. Let's see. There's some other things that I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you a comment from a person that really just changed everything for me. Where's my comment? Lord, let me find it real quick. Listen, shout out to all of my knockouts here. I really appreciate you all. I'm trying to get I can't find, hold on. Let me get to because I had the thing pulled up. Let's get this. Here it is. I found it. All right. So there was a person that felt that she wanted to make sure that, I saw this comment. Right. And so this is a comment from a young lady who said that she wanted to teach us the background. She wanted to teach us the background of Chance and Tabitha's relationship. Right. So let's make this larger so you all can see the comment. Right. Let's read this for you all. All right. So this is the comment. I actually have been following Tabitha and Chance for quite some time now. I also read many of your comments. Apparently, you all don't know Tab and Chance's love story, and their story truly is God, I can't even read this. Let's make this larger. Okay. And their love story, their story is truly a story of love. They go way back to grade school. They're from a small town in North Carolina. They did date in high school. She actually broke up with him while they were apart. He met another girl. They dated and became young parents. Chance was always in love with Tab, but together had their own daughter, then got married. She always wanted to be an actress. Oh my God. I gotta read this. She always wanted to, I'm trying. She always wanted to be an actress. He has always supported, lived and supported her. She's a very positive and spiritual individual. He has been by her side since they reunited because he supported her and her dream to pursue an acting career, and he and he joined LAPD, she promised him that when she became successful, that she would retire him from that job. He really just took the job so she could focus on her dream while he provided for the family. She became successful after several failed attempts. She then, oh my Lord, I don't have my thing to wipe these down. This is, oh my God of mercy. All right. Oh, she became successful after several failed attempts. She then stuck to her promise to retire him from such a dangerous career. He's been by her side and helped her to obtain her dreams. She's not only on TikTok and YouTube. She's not only a TikTok and YouTube sensation, but she also has a vegan hair product for people who are experiencing alopecia. To know them both is to love them. I strongly suggest you all to follow their journey from past years to present. This will give you insight on their success and growth. I fell in love with the entire family. And before I read my comment, I have a hard time looking at computer screens. So I use my blue light tint glasses to stop all that glare. Okay, so I want you all to tell me, what did you pick up on? What did you pick up on from that whole entire quote unquote love story? I want to see what you all picked up on. Really, I want to see that. No, I don't need glasses yet. But the glare from the screen, and if you all look at computers for a long time, get yourself some blue light glare glasses, because you can be messing up your eyes looking at all of that because we were not designed as humans to be looking at all of that. Somebody said hooked on phonics won't work for her. Child, you know what? I found some things I have an easy time reading. The way that this young lady wrote, I have a difficult time reading. Why does she feel the need to retire him? She's impressed with dreams. Do you have a No, I don't have astigmatism. I don't. The screen glare, I just explained that. I love the Browns, period. Struggle, I got struggle. She's in control of the relationship. He did the bare minimum. How many of y'all are single? Everybody got an opinion, but I don't Tanya doing her best not to read the comments. I read the comments when I see them. It's as simple as that. She judging the outside of their relationship to the inside of her. Tanya, quit pretending as if you can read the screen. Seems to me they're going by fast. She is a mammy and not a wife. Her husband it's going so fast. Pick me Bible. So he only got a job because he promised. Oh my Lord. Listen, some of you picked up on it. Some of you picked up on it. I picked up on it. You need to mind your business. Listen. If you saw the title of this video, if you didn't want to be here, you don't have to be here. He has a baby mama. Okay, this is what you picked up on. He took care of the family. What? That's a love story? They sound human, humble. Facts. Looking at computer screen for years will mess up your eye. I'm sorry, Tanya. I didn't mean to give you that voice. I'm sorry. I got carried away. All right. You know what? I'll read my comment for you all. Let's get. All right, here. So this is my comment to the young lady. I said, this is what I said. I said, so wait, he had a child before they got back together, and he then got a job to support the child he had, and somehow this was a quote unquote sacrifice for her, and now he is retiring on her income before he gets his pension, which would go to his child. What the FFFFFFFF. This is what, listen, that's what. So then she came back and she said, so I didn't read this. I'm just seeing this for the first time. Tanya TKO Live, Tab is such a positive, loving, spiritual individual. One can't help but to love her. Her husband Chance credits her on teaching him how to get closer to the Lord and how to love. even though they are from the same little country town and their families know each other, they were raised differently. He comes from a single parent household, whereas her parents had been married and had a healthy relationship until her mother died. The two families were very close and had a wonderful relationship. Both sides of the families were well aware of Tab and Chanta's future plans and were very supportive. In fact, Tab's mother had the gift of foreseeing the future and told Tab that when she was a teenager, that Chance would be her husband and that she would be very successful. Listen, most of us had foresight when we were playing those AEIOU games and was trying to see who was going to be our husband then. Then she and Chance would have a baby boy. Hearing all of this just gave me chills because the deceased mother's predictions have all come to pass. Old Tab's journey in the life have touched thousands. And because of her faith, it literally has inspired so many people to believe, persevere, and never give up. You must see the story from the start to the finish. It is a beautiful, successful love story that gives me hope. Their story makes me want to find love and reevaluate my life. I just love their love. This is the prime example of why we should get the whole story and facts before we judge. Actions such as it can be detrimental. Have a good day, and even if you can't, don't go messing up somebody else's. That's actually one of Tab's quotes, and she says it at the end of her videos. I think her mother used to say that. Oh my God, listen. Let's see what else she had to say here. This is interesting. This is interesting. P.S. Chance's first daughter is either a college graduate and was involved heavily in track and field while attending college. The daughter has a wonderful relationship with Tab and Tab's brother, who accepted her as his niece. I'm telling you that this union has brought the families half together in such a lovely way. So with that being said, in my opinion, Chance is well deserving of an opportunity to retire and pursue his dreams, just like his wife did. The world needs to see this type of love between two Black peoples. The world needs to know that a Black man and woman can come together. Have humble beginnings, struggle, work hard while supporting one another and make their dreams into reality. That's the stuff that makes families strong and make good examples to not their offspring, but into the entire world. The couple actually have plans on making videos on Black love and marriage relationships. I'm so excited and look forward to all the good things that will come from their two special individuals. Oh my Lord, what in the world? Okay, listen, let's the apples. Let's bring the apples forward. My Lord, have mercy. Let's bring the apples forward and see what's going on out here in these streets. Oh my goodness. I don't know what is happening. All right. So we have Dion that sends $1 and says, he is the quote unquote prize. Tab is grateful he did what he, let's see what else she says. What he would have had to do anyways. He seems manipulative. Well, I don't know if he is or isn't. I don't know. I don't know the couple. I don't know them. Brienne sends $3 and says, just join Tech Squad. Keep up amazing work. Hey, did you join because of what I said or the commercial? Because I want to know if the commercial is effective. You know, the commercial I had made, the cartoon. All right. Listen. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. All right. He had a child. Well, he took a job to support his child. Somebody says that she was paying his child support. Let me try to find. Somebody said that she was paying his child support. She also said that somebody said they sent me a video of. Oh, somebody else sent me another TYT video. Is that the same TYT video? DJFEY. Let me see. DJFEY. So it's the same video. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. A lot of you sent that video to me. Perfect. Somebody sent me Tab's reel again. Okay. And here's the video that I thought would be funny for one of your lighthearted broadcasts. Let me mark this as unread because I'm looking for it. Somebody said they sent me a video of her going off on him. And I don't. Oh, okay. Here. Somebody just sent this to me. Let me pull this up and we'll take a look at this together. What are your thoughts about all of that? He had a child and they're trying to act like he sacrificed so much. What was the to be able to support Tabitha's dream? What was the alternative? Adults have to work. He worked. He had a child to support. This is not the time to be rolling around talking about, oh, I'm trying to. No, he had to work. He found a job as a police officer. In 15 years, he didn't become detective. This is the part that's truly kind of troubling me about this. This is 15 years on the force. He didn't become detective. He's not able to sit behind a desk. He's still out there on the beat. Not only that, he quit before he could get his pension together for his child that he had from another marriage. So now the support and care of his child is dependent on his wife's income that she said has only been good for a couple of years. So he's quitting a job that he's had. Look, men take great joy and pride. Look, if you're a man and you take great joy and pride in providing for your family, put up the number 3. If you are, this is not for women to take. No women take the survey. Put up a number 3 if you take pride in taking care of your family, protecting and providing them. Put up a number 4 if you don't find any sense of pride in that as a man. Let's see the numbers come in. Let's see the numbers come in. While you all are voting, I'm going to get my email up so I could pull this video up. This is unbelievable. Let's see. I want to see the survey. I want to see the survey. Oh, what did I do with my email box? I need to close all of these browsers because I got too many browsers open and they not. Let's see the survey. Come on. Where's the men doing the survey? There's no man here that feels pride in taking care of his family. At least put up the 4. Okay. Michelle A is saying, again, Tanya, you're making assumptions. What assumption am I making? Where is the assumption? You know what? I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Don't worry. Let me pull up this video. I'm gonna open up the phone lines because I want to hear from you all. This is not the right email box. Let me go into the other email. Okay, so this is coming from a young lady by the name of, I won't say her name because I don't know if she wants to be shouted out. I just needed to find it in my box. Where is it? Here it is. She says at 25:24, Tabitha checks her hubby on live. For me, this is insight into that sad face he made on the retirement post. Interesting.
Child, we're gonna figure this thing on out.
This is weird. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. All right. Let's see if we can find the right screen to watch this. Okay. Let's get this screen back together. Because I had to change it for, what is going on here? There we go. There we go. This is too large. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, let me get my camera together. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. It's stuck. There we go. Now I can move it. All right, if you all are ready to watch this, I'm ready. Let's see what she has to say. So let's see.
Honey, come on in this room, and baby, when you get in here, hit share. All right? Come on in here, child. Gonna be a little bit of a different type of night. I said, come on.
Oh, sing it, Tabby.
In the room.
Sing it, girl.
Jesus is my
All right, let's continue going
doctor.
forward. Let's continue going forward. All right, so 2020, let's see. So let's see what moment did she say? Rita saying, I can't believe you, Tanya. I can't believe you, Rita. 25, 24. Let's give it a minute.
Oh, honey, wait, what she say? K. So that's what do it, honey. I hope so. I want it all to be. I want all them flavors to come together, honey. I want them to. Okay. Let me get me a little plastic bag and put this stuff in the trash.
I think this is her real accent. Listen to the way she sounds.
And then, honey, while we waiting, we'll go ahead and make the little coleslaw. It's so quick and easy. It's that same coleslaw that I'm still on the line.
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
Get you talking. I don't know who. Y'all be making me talk and stuff, and then sometimes I forget what time it is and stuff. So,
hold on. Let me pause this. Hold on. I'm trying to get the screens together because there's a lot of overhead room that doesn't need to be where we could be seeing more of her screen. All right. So here, let's take a look and see what we're seeing now. Go ahead now. Go ahead.
Am I still on the live, babe? I mean, didn't you tell them to kind of keep it down and you go in there and bring it back up? I thought y'all was going outside. Are you going outside? Oh, you trying to make sure you get a good Father's Day gift? I don't understand. Is that why you being loud or?
This how you talk to a grown? Yo, I need a pause. I need a pause. I'm sorry. What? What? This is how you talk to a grown person? What? This is her talking to a grown man? Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that and play that again, because this is how she talking to a grown man. Where's all that? Where, honey, out? Where's all of that? Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back and see. This is interesting. Oh my. Let's continue.
Room get to talking. I don't know who. Y'all be making me talk and stuff, and then sometimes I forget what time it is and stuff. So, am I still on the live, babe? I mean, didn't you tell them to kind of keep it down and you go in there and bring it back up? I thought y'all was going outside. Are you going outside? Oh, you trying to make sure you get a good Father's Day gift? I don't understand. Is that why you being loud or? Bless your spirit. Go on outside. Play with your children for a little bit. Y'all see what I have to deal with? You back so soon? What's going on with you? Huh? Well, I love you, babe. I just was wondering what's going on. I'm just trying to do the live. So anywho, babe, you talking under your breath? What's going on, babe? Didn't you just say you was working on a good Father's Day gift? Talking under your breath, and I can hear on top of that.
Wow.
Don't do that, babe. Because my spirit don't like it. All right? You go outside, and when you come back in, you have it together, okay? You let the devil use you. You ain't did that in quite some time. You've been on your best behavior. Thank you.
That's what my mother used to say to me.
Pass me not, O gentle Savior.
Yo. I don't even know what to say. Yo, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. You know, I'm speechless. Look, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to pull up my video, the video that I had from the other day of her husband when she talked about retiring him. We're going to pull up that video real quick. Let's get that on the screen. My goodness. Make sure you thumbs up and like the video. All right, let's see if we can. All right. So you all remember this video from the other day, right? Wow. Some people are like, what's the problem? This is how you speak to your mate? Yeah, well, this is, if that's how you don't see a problem then. However, as I look. So this is the video where she announced that she's retiring him. We're going to take a look at his body language. We're just going to scroll through until we find where she announces him on here. All right, so here. Let's see.
Real quick before he leaves.
Hold on. So she's talking about how he's emotional.
And figure out whatever his path is, honey. And if it take him 15 years to figure it out, he got time. So anyway, let's talk to him real quick before he leaves. All right, babe. It's about to go.
Look at his demeanor. What does his demeanor communicate to you? There were people who remarked on how he had his hat to the back like a child and looked like, when a mother turns the camera to a teenage son. This was on part 2 of the live broadcast we did the other day. So let's take a listen.
Damn. 15 years.
Look his face.
Come to this day.
Mm-hmm.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah. Bittersweet.
How you feeling?
A little conflicted. It's part of my identity. It's been the thing that is taking care of my family. It's been the thing that has gained, much respect within my family when it comes to me. And to be quite honest, I didn't know how much of my identity was involved in it. However, good that I'm able to make it this long and learn something, not have any major incidents, and be in a situation where I can walk away in my right mind and without harm. So I'm thankful for God's blessing. It was a part of it was one of my seasons, but looking forward to the next.
Yeah, time to start dreaming again, ain't it?
Yeah.
She putting words in his mouth. Yeah, baby.
Looking for a new chance.
Hey, very good.
Yeah.
My husband and I.
Lord have mercy. Let me open up these phone lines. Listen, get ready to call in 323-488-3149. We got an apple that has come in. Dion sends $1 and says, I stand corrected. She's the boss / mom, etc. What was it that you said before? He seems manipulative. Oh, that's what you said before. And then you had to correct yourself and said, she's the boss / mama. Lord of mercy. I'm about to get the phone lines open. So get ready to call in to give your point of view. 323-488-3149. There are 1,300 people on here on YouTube, 500 on Facebook, 1 person on Periscope, and the LinkedIn is still going live, but we don't have a counter for LinkedIn. So LinkedIn people, we welcome you to the Knockout family. All right. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. 323-488-3149. I'm stunned. I'm really stunned. Oh, wow. 323-488-3149 in case you need to see in the captions. You're on air live with Tanya. What is your comment?
Are you currently live right now?
Yes, you're on the phone live right now. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so let me read the rules for the phone, okay? Let me just read out some rules for the phone, right? Hi, I'm going to put you on hold for just a moment so I can read the rules for the phone, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. So, rules for calling in. Turn down your volume on the background. Make sure that I'm not on speakerphone. Talk to me directly through your phone. Do not talk to me or wait for the TV because there is a delay. Write down notes in case you don't get through the first time. That way, when you get on, you can be precise with what it is that you want to say. We want to keep the calls to about 5 minutes. I will give you a 1-minute warning before the 5 minutes is up. And we do not discuss other people who have called in. Call in to give your thoughts and your opinions, okay? When I ask you, I am a life coach. We have time constraints. When I ask you a question and when I interrupt you, it's because we need to steer the conversation and control the time. When you interrupt me, it lets me know that you don't really want to be on the phone with me. So let's continue going forward. Everybody understand those rules? I need to get them printed on the screen for people who are more visual. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, this is Anna from Philadelphia.
Hi, Anna. So what is your comment today?
My comment is this. My aunt is a retired police officer, and she is living quite well. I just need to understand, how do you quit your job 5 years from collecting a paycheck for the rest of your life? Like, it's not adding up for me. I would never do that.
You know, that didn't make sense to me either. 15 years in, 5 years left to go. And then if anything happens to him, he has a child from another relationship. Now he has to be dependent on his wife for his child to be able to have any inheritance. My goodness.
Right. And they have, and Chance and Tab, they have their own daughter, Choice, who is like she's another daughter who's a few years younger than his oldest girl. So Tab is always going to, think about her daughter naturally more than anybody else. So I'm not trying to be rude about their situation, but it's just, I would never walk away from a service job that's going to give me an income for the rest of my life, and all I have to do is 5 more years. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. 323-488-3149. Phone lines are open. I find that odd as well, because as a man, you've got to take care of your child, your children. It's bizarre. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
What's up, Tanya? This is Steph from Bronx, New York.
You're from the Bronx?
I am, just like you.
Okay, because we were talking earlier about what a Bronx accent sounds like. So help me out. Help us know what a Bronx accent sounds like, my girl.
Well, I mean, it pretty much sounds like yours, but I'm also Jamaican background like you too, so my accent is kind of mixed up a little bit. But we say coffee, right? Not coffee and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I'm Navision American. I'm not a Yardie.
Oh, well, I thought you were part Jamaican.
No, Navision American. My father's from Nevis. The Nevis dialect and the Jamaican patois sound very similar. Like the two islands are, but there's differences in the accent. The Jamaican accent is, when the Jamaican accent is spoken nice, it's so sweet. But when it's spoken rough, oh my God, it's so hard.
Yes, they call that dirty patois.
But anyway, I know you called in to talk about this situation, so go ahead. Let's get your comment.
All right. I just had a question. Do you think that, all right, because the last caller, which I thought too, finds it weird that he's 5 years out from collecting his pension, right? Just guaranteed money. Do you think that after watching the last video, that a part of her reason for retiring him early could be so that he's dependent on her, considering that she's coming off a little bit controlling, potentially?
I don't want to speculate on what may be inside of her mind. Whether or not her intention is for him to be dependent, we don't know what's in her heart and mind, but the end result is still the same. He will be dependent on her whims, on her money. His child will be dependent on her platitudes if anything happens to him, because police force, right? Okay. So the people don't have to be on the police force to pass away. You could be walking down the street and pass away. If anything happens to him, his child has to depend on her and her good graces, or if anything happens to her, what does he do if his dog in the fight, as she put it, she called herself a dog in the fight. What does he do if his quote unquote dog in the fight gets injured? Or if something happens to her, he has no pension. And then he'll be 45, 50, having to start over and start trying to make some money in some sort of way, because he does not, it's not like, you know, they eased into it. Like, let's say, okay, so you have 5 years left. Let's start your hobby on this end and start pulling out from the police force. Let's get all of your vacation days. Let's get all of your sick days while you pursue this other way to make money. And while you have, like, her husband is not self-sufficient now. So while you have this other way to make money, now we got your pension, and you, no matter what, are going to be good. You're going to have your pension no matter what happens to me. What type of woman? And you know what? I want to hear from some gay people out there, especially lesbians, because you know, we're all women, right? When you're a lesbian, you're a woman. How would you feel about your partner not having the ability to care for themselves without you? How does that make you feel? You as a, are you hetero? Are you lesbo? Hetero, lesbo? I'm just joking. Are you lesbian, hetero?
No, I'm hetero.
Okay.
I'm hetero, but the thing is, though, I don't even see how that makes a difference. Even as a heterosexual person, like, I mean, you want your partner to be able to be self-sufficient. That's the main thing. Two people come together as two wholes, right? Not two halves, to make one. Because if something happens to the other partner, you still have to eat. That's why I said, why retire him 5 years early unless it's for, you being able to provide for the household, right? Which keeps him there in a certain sense. Because it's like, where's he going to go? What's he going to do? With no guaranteed money coming in.
Yeah, I that cannot be a safe place to be. That cannot be a safe place to feel. So listen, thank you so much for calling in and giving your point of view.
Thank you.
Okay. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. What are your thoughts about the whole situation? Everything. We've played a lot of different clips today, showed a lot of different things. What do you think about Wendy's contribution? Because remember, we showed Wendy, the Young Turks. We showed the clip of him with his head bowed down, rubbing on hard sounding lotion. Okay, rule number 1 is to turn down the volume of anything in the background and to talk to me through the phone. What is your name, caller?
Hey, this is Michelle Alexis.
Hi, Michelle. Are you one of the people on the text notification squad? Because there's Alexi on there.
No, not.
Okay.
And I'm not a lesbian either.
It's okay.
I just got in at the time when you asked about that. No, I'm just saying. Okay. All right, just want to clarify that because I'm not coming in from that perspective. But I just want to say something because I feel like you are intelligent enough for me to disagree with you, and hopefully you not see the need to like rip me apart. But if you do, I'm strong. I'm all right with that.
No, it's okay.
I just don't understand what the problem is.
Only very special people get shredded by Tanya. Only very special people in special circumstances.
I'm special, but I hope this is one instance where I hope I'm not that special.
No, only special circumstances.
I'm not afraid of it. I'm just speaking for those people.
Go ahead.
I'm speaking listen, let me just apologize for over talking you. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's quite all
right. I do respect you as a person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what the problem is. Okay, number 1, I think that there are times when Wendy and even sometimes you guys come across as people who hate men. Like that. There was a time when I saw a show where you did it, and the guy who was saying about women, you talked about his teeth, which was true, by the way. I agreed with you about the teeth comment. I didn't see the relevancy until later when he talked about women not having it together, and then I looked at him and I'm thinking, like, take your own advice. But moving away from that, it was just he asked you, do you have a man, like about 6 or 8 times, and you never answered it. You didn't see the reason to answer that question. And then Wendy, we know what happened where Wendy's concerned. Now let me say this to you. That part to me is not relevant. The part that matters to me is that there's not because you guys, the last I shouldn't say you said don't talk about the last caller.
I would,
but
hold on, I
what
would really
difference does it
appreciate
make?
it if you didn't call me a guy. I would really appreciate it if you called me a woman,
Oh,
a
okay. I'm
lady, or
sorry
whatever.
about that. Okay.
No, it's quite all right. Go ahead.
Okay. You said a woman. Okay. I got to get the pronouns right. I apologize. I want to be respectful. But there's a lot of conversation about, not you didn't say this part. Someone says, well, do you think that it's because she wants to be controlling? Okay. She said what it was for. I'm retiring my husband. He has a 501c. He wants to work with children. He wants to follow his dreams. In her mind, in his mind, no, he didn't say this part, she did. Basically, she wants to support his desire to do what he wants to do. And she thinks it's maybe, I don't know if she spoke to the danger of the what you call the profession, but what's wrong with that, honey? That's what I want to know.
What's wrong with what? What's wrong with which part?
What's wrong with her wanting to support her husband? And I think metaphorically she spoke of being the dog in the fight, where we know she's just talking about being a ride or die person who wants to be supportive or a backbone. It's the same way of referring to yourself as someone's backbone. But what's wrong with what she's saying? I don't understand.
You know,
and as far as the Southern accent, I'm from Georgia.
Hold on, because the call is 5 minutes. We've already, this is 3 minutes and 33 seconds in.
Okay, let me let you go then, yes.
So since you asked me a question, let me just answer.
Okay, dear.
Men are different than women. Women like to rest in their feminine. A man who is rooted in his masculine is not going to want his family to be in a position which is possibly unsteady, or that the protection of his family is in the hands of someone else. What is wrong with, look, this is their marriage. There is nothing wrong with how people choose to live their marriage. When we bring up these situations for reflection, it's really a way for us to reflect on the circumstances of our own lives, what it is that we want, pontificating on how it is that we want to navigate. Look, if that's how she wants to navigate and her man is all right with that, by all means, go do you in the ways that you feel that you want to do you. However, I would implore any woman out there, if you have a man who is okay with being dependent on your income, no matter what happens to you, and he has a child that outside of your marriage that he needs to look out for, I would just say be very wary. Just
Let
be
me ask
very
you this.
wary.
He can pay himself. He can pay himself a salary with his 501c. So does that not count as income that he could even invest in something else and even have a plan set up for if his child dies, like maybe life insurance? If he dies rather, like life insurance. So I don't understand the concern about him not being a provider if he has a 501c and he can generate other income outside of whatever that brings him. So how does it not allow him to make provisions?
To answer your question, and that is a good point. So if a person has life insurance, that's a great way to be able to provide for people after you're gone. That's wonderful, right?
Yeah.
In terms of the 501c, they didn't say that his 501c was retiring him. Her income is retiring him. That's a very shaky ground to be on for a man. Her income is retiring him, not his own income. He is financially dependent on his wife. He left a job 5 years before the pension.
Right. What would be the difference, though, in you sitting down with your spouse and saying, okay, this has become a very different situation, especially since COVID, since this and that or whatever. You have to wrestle people to the ground at times, and this could be very dangerous without bullets and guns, right? So what would be the difference in having an intellectual conversation where you guys sit down and determine the risk factor and decide that him being around in his children's lives is more valuable than any money he could get from a pension? I'm just trying to understand your perspective, sis.
No, listen, if you have reflected in your life and you don't see anything the matter with having a man who is financially dependent on you, then by all means, go do it. Go for it.
I didn't say that. I don't, that's not my perspective at all. I definitely have an issue with a man who's dependent on me excuse me, that's never going to happen. And hopefully in my life, I will always be self-sufficient. As for anyone who I attract, I'm sure it will be people that are like me, right? So I'm not saying that at all. That's not my position. My position is just not understanding what the issue is. But I have taken my 5 minutes. I respect you, your show, and the rules. That's all I really wanted to say, sis.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, take care.
All right. Listen, the situation is for us to self-reflect. And if you've reflected in a way that you're like, oh, this is great, I would love to do that for my husband. And if there's a man out there who's like, oh, honey, I would love for you to do that for me too. By all means, live your lives happily and wonderfully with your man resting in his feminine or whatever it is that he's doing while him and the child he had before your marriage are dependent on your income in case anything happens to you. I just don't understand how any man out there could feel comfortable knowing that his livelihood is dependent on his wife's income. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Dion.
Your name is Dia?
I'm Dion. Text Notification Squad.
Hey, Text Notification Squad in the house. Welcome. All right. So talk to me, Dion. What's your comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out, maybe I'm not sure how it works with the police officers, but there might be a chance, because to me it just doesn't make sense that 5 years. I don't care if she became a billionaire. Like, you 5 years away from getting quote unquote free money. We know it's not free, but you know what I mean. Like, you only got to put in 5 more years. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe. Because, again, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe if he didn't get kicked out, if y'all don't want to go with that one, maybe it's similar to, like, the military. I know, like, with my husband, like, if you don't rank up at a certain time frame, then you have to go. So maybe because he's been in 15 years and he didn't hit the certain like you say, he wasn't a detective, he wasn't this and the other, so maybe he didn't hit the threshold that he should have by 15 years. So now he has to say goodbye.
I don't know. Maybe there's somebody who's a police officer in California who could listen. We do not call women female dogs on my channel. That is an instant block. Moderators, please be on the lookout for that. Anybody calling a woman a female dog on this channel with the profane or misogynistic terms, let them go. All right. So Dion, we don't know. I don't know how it works for the police force.
Yeah, that's just a theory I'm throwing out there. Like, maybe that's something, or maybe, like, I know with my dad, he used to work at as a firefighter, and he had a few years left before he can get retirement from them, and this was like 15 years after he left. And
Somebody
he went and worked for the state.
Somebody just commented that LAPD doesn't work like that. So I'm sorry. Finish your last sentence. I cut you off. Oh, sorry. You said something about the fire department.
Well, never mind. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to find ways, but I guess not. That's not it. But I don't know. One last thing I wanted to say is how people keep saying, "Oh, it's just a figure of speech." When she said the dog in the race, it's just a figure of speech. Why are y'all taking it literal? Why don't people understand that words have meaning? And the words that people choose to use says a lot. She said that she was the dog in the fight. She said that she's retiring her husband. How are you not picking up on what that's really saying? She's the boss. She's running the show. Oh, she the pit bull for him. Oh, so she's in her what? Quote unquote masculine? Like, come on. No, it's weird, but that's it.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Phone line is open, 323-488-3149. Very interesting. So somebody just commented that in Philly that you get your pension after 10 years. All right. So 323-488-3149. We're going to read some of the apples that have come in, and then we'll jump back over to the phone lines. Okay, so Kelly sends 111 and says, Chance gave me a ticker once. What? What are we talking about? What does that mean? You're on the air live with Tanya. Hold for just a moment. I'm reading the apples. Okay, Chance gave me a ticker once. I don't know what that means, child. He gave you a ticker? I don't understand. Joseph sends $1. Thank you, Joseph. And Maurice sends $10 and says, I got something to say. What do you have to say, Maurice? Call in. Call in. I don't have your number. Oh, I do have your number. You're part of the text notification squad. So let's get this call together and see. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Byron Shears. How are you?
Hi, Byron.
Yes. Hi. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. So go on. What is your comment today, Byron?
All righty. So I just wanted to call and say this. I wanted to add to the dialogue that everyone is having because there's this thing as a content creator. I feel like a lot of people do not understand how that works.
Okay.
And I get it. So I think...
Are you a content creator?
Yes, I am. I'm a content creator. And I don't have a platform nearly as large as hers. Collectively, I have about 30,000 that follows me.
Okay.
And here's the thing. When it comes down to content creation, as you probably know, right? Because you do content, you create content, and you create content on a consistent basis, it is not easy, right? So there are things that happen all the time, just like yesterday when I was watching you. It kept freezing up for whatever reason. So certain people will call you, it will freeze up. There's a lot of ins and outs and bots and bibs to content creation. When you are creating it alone, it can be a little difficult at times. It really can. But it can also, the flip side of that, be extremely rewarding because it's just you. So you're able to gain everything from it. You know what I mean? So who's to say, I'm just saying, who's to say that he is not at home also helping her create her content? Because when you have content creators, I'm in the beauty space, and a lot of the major content creators that are in the beauty space,
wait,
they
are you the
married
pretty
to
one
guys.
who sent me that message on Facebook with the eyeshadow on one eye, the rainbow? That wasn't you?
I didn't send it. I didn't send it to you, but that was me. Did someone send it to you?
No, I'm talking about your profile picture with one eye with a rainbow over it and some eyeliner.
Yes, that's me.
Oh.
I wear makeup. I wear makeup all the time. I'm a beauty professional.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've been a licensed cosmetologist.
I responded
for 20
back
years.
to you. You're very lovely, pretty thing. You okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
So you feel that because we're at 3 minutes right now. So you feel that he may be helping her create her content, and that's the reason that she's retiring him?
No, I believe the reason she's retiring him is what she stated. If I must be honest with you. But I just brought that up to say that I'm almost positive that he will not just be sitting on the couch, laying on the couch, just doing nothing. And I think that it's a little demeaning to black men, or just men in general, but really black men, to say, like, or to insinuate that now he is, her bitch, as someone had put it.
Wait,
and
who said
that
listen.
Not you. You didn't put that. I read it. I read it in the comments.
So you read some random person in the comments say that he was a bitch, and that's offensive to you?
Well, I think that is offensive because my thing is, ultimately, at the end of the day, no one knows the ins and outs of their relationship. No one really knows the ins and outs of their relationship, right? So what I'm saying, what you're saying, what the comments are saying is all he said, she said, right? We're not a part of the relationship, in the relationship. However, ultimately, I'm sure that he's not just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. As a content creator, you know that there's more to creating content than when you're on the screen. You know,
Didn't
when
you
you're
hear
off
her
the
hollering
screen.
at him in the background to stop making noise while she's making a video? Did that sound like somebody involved in the process to you?
Yeah, it
Did
did
that
because
really?
yeah, it does. Yeah, because as a
Mm.
content creator, you know that there's more to creating content than just being on the screen.
So
The
lambasting your
people who are
husband in the
watching you,
background for making noise is a part of the creative process?
well, we can't judge just a moment in time. You know, I
Okay.
don't judge just a moment in time. I'm speaking from facts. I'm speaking from what we know. And what we know is content creators, when you get off screen, I know that when you get off screen, your job is not done. You're probably checking emails. You're probably going back through the comments. You're probably checking other things. You're setting up what your next topic is going to be. You're
I
probably
need I
pulling
need you. We're at
pictures for
five.
your
We're
next
already
topic.
over 5 minutes, so I need you to just really sum it up. What is the meat and potatoes, the vegetables of what you're trying to say? Because I don't
The
understand your
meat
whole
and
point.
um, my whole point is I just feel like the lives that you have done and in the context that you're pulling out is whack. You don't think it's whack? Like it's literally whack. Like content creators, especially small content creators, you can garner money from one single post that has a comment in it. She has millions of people that follow her. I'm almost willing to bet that she can garner anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 for one post. Now, if you're making that type of money, why on earth would your partner need to be working for anyone else? That does not make sense when you are a brand. She is a brand at that point. It makes no sense, male or female, gay or straight, black, white, brown, blue, or indifferent. Why, if you are married to someone for as long as she has been married and you are garnering that type of income, why is it that they will be giving up working for someone else when I'm sure that she has an LLC? I'm sure Tabitha Brown is a business at this point, because to work with a lot of the major brands that she works with, that's imperative. So why not hire your spouse so that your spouse can work for you and with you and push your brand and your house to get your house further? That's the only thing that makes sense. Everything else that what people are
Listen,
saying, oh, why would you do
listen,
this and why would you that doesn't make any sense.
okay.
So
Well,
that's my meat and
I only
potatoes.
wish that you had gotten to the point very early on in the phone call, because now we're already over 7 minutes.
Would you like for me to call back? I can do that.
No, 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 no. I don't need you to call back. I just want to address this now while we're on the phone. And listen,
Oh, okay.
listen. There's no need to be snarky with me. I've not been snarky with you. I've heard you out. I let you talk, right? Do you need me to call you back next? You're going to be talking about you would pray for me.
No, I
Listen,
wasn't sure if it hung up or
listen,
not. That's why
listen.
I asked you
You
that.
hear
I
me
wasn't
here on
being
the
snarky.
phone. Listen, I'm trying to respond back to you. Okay? All right. Number one. What is it that you have heard me say about their relationship that you feel is quote unquote whack? What did I say about their relationship and how they are choosing
What,
to conduct their relationship? What did I say that is whack in your opinion?
in my opinion, is not
Yeah.
what you said, it's what you didn't say. And what you
What did
never
I
made
what
mention,
wait, wait, wait,
listen,
wait, wait. No, 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 no,
what
no,
you
no, no, no,
never
no.
made,
No, 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 no. That's not how we're gonna do this. Okay?
okay.
What I need for you to do is I need for you to answer the question. I asked you, what did I say that you feel was whack? What did I say about their relationship? What did I express about their relationship? Please tell me.
To me, it's not about all that you said. As far as stopping and saying that she called herself a dog in the fight and your insinuations is incorrect. For me, the problem I have the most, if you allow me to speak, is what you did not make mention of. And what you did not make mention of or you didn't highlight was the fact that he had his own nonprofit organization that he has already established, he owns, correct? She made mention of that in the video, and she said that he's going to work with kids in his
So hold
nonprofit.
on,
That's what he wants to do.
So I'm
But you never
supposed
made,
to, I've had to put you on hold. I don't want to, you know what? As a matter of fact, I feel myself getting frustrated. Thank you so much for calling in. It was nice to, as simple as that. I'm not going to stand up here arguing with people on the phone. the issue that a person has is what I did not say. When she said it herself, I don't have to say any of that. My commentary is not about their relationship. This is why nobody can point to anything that I've said about their relationship that they don't like. People have their panties in a bunch over how they feel and how they know on the inside something is just not connecting for them. They know, they know. And I don't, hold on for just one moment, please. And I don't expect for a man who is already in his feminine, who likes men who are in their feminine, right? To understand why a woman resting in her feminine is important for her femininity, and why a man rising to the mantle of manhood is important for his own masculinity. So I don't, you know, all right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Lauren.
Hi, your name is Lauren? Okay. So what is your comment here today, Lauren?
I am in my mid-20s, and I was discussing with my mom today about this situation.
I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. There's a comment from Ashley Tiara. She says, girl, you are snarky and disrespectful to people who watch and support you. Get the fuck out of here. You're delusional. Here you go, baby. Welcome to the party. Congratulations, first person to enter into the block party today. Let me know if there's anybody else who wants to get pushed back in their seat. All right, so let's get to the young lady on the line. You're on the air, my dear. Tell us your name.
Yes, this is Lauren.
Jessica?
Lauren.
Okay. Oh, no, Lauren?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Lauren. So what is your comment today?
My comment is I was talking to my mom today about the situation. I'm in my mid-20s. And I was discussing with her about her ever retiring my parents. They're both immigrants, Jamaican from Nigeria. And it was interesting to me because she said, oh, well, I would retire him. But she was speaking that they both would retire together at the same time. And in this situation, it's her retiring her husband and her still working. And for me personally, as a young woman, I just could never foresee myself wanting to retire my man. And also, especially in the way that he's still talking as if the police force is still such a big part of him. It's not like he's looking for the next chapter. It's not like he's looking for this next exploration. It sounds like he's still very much so tethered to what that identity means to him.
Yeah.
So I don't really see how
when
she
you
thinks
said
that's going
when you
to
said
go.
that you wanted to retire your parents, what did your father say?
Well, no, I asked my mom if she would ever do that. But in her mind, she saw it as them retiring together, not just her retiring him and her still working. And so that's why I was like, well, then that's a different situation if you're talking about you two retiring together and starting your own kind of thing and not having to work for someone else. That's very different than you saying, I'm going to retire him for him to live out his dream, but him essentially being dependent on me.
Got you. All right. Well, thank you so much for your point of view. Well, did you have any other, because you still have a few more minutes. You're only at 3 minutes. So did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, for me, again, as I said, as a young woman, that's not my mindset.
Okay. All right. And I feel you. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. So phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Let me know if there's anybody else who wants to get invited to the block party, because some of you try to write to me on my website and you're like, Tanya, I didn't do nothing and you blocked me. No, if I block you, it's because you have indicated that you don't want to be here, that you have some sort of issues, you keep breaking the rules. I give people a lot of chances. But if you especially indicate that you don't like it here, especially if you tell me to get the fuck off the internet, you could get the fuck off my page. I don't play those games. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Hi, Tanya. It's Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
You're on the air live, so tell us your comment.
Oh, yes, thank you. I feel like right now with the followers that are kind of disputing what you're saying is mainly cognitive dissonance, in my opinion. It's very easy for us to point out when the men are blaming women for things that they're not doing. When men are, gaslighting us. Or when
All right. So hold on. I'm sorry.
No
Byron
problem.
has decided that he wants to get invited to the block party by trying to call me whack AF. Listen.
Bye.
Hey, let me know if there's anybody else. Look, if you don't like it here, I got something for you. Come forward. Just talk your talk and let me get you off of here forevermore. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And when you get blocked, all of your prior comments are deleted from Facebook. It's as simple as that. You don't come over here to try to promote your nonsensical stuff. Remember, you're on my page. I don't come to yours. You're on my page. Because obviously there's something about this page that you gravitated to because we know where the sun is and the planets that are in its orbit as you come up here trying to talk about the little pages that you have around the side and what it is that you do. Please listen. Come get some more if you want some. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tiff. You were saying.
Shoot, they need to come get some more because they don't understand English. But my thing is the same women that are able to see how the guys are gaslighting and how they're not taking ownership for their role they play in society is the same kind of dissonance I'm catching that vibe with people who are blinded by being a fan of Tabitha. Now, I have the joy of not really being a fan. I have seen some of her things because I am vegan. But I don't know their family story. I just know the few little cute little stories she shares when I'm looking up her food and stuff. And so I have an unpolluted view, and I'm not thinking about how nice her voice is or how they're acting like they don't see and feel the passive aggressiveness. It's like the confusion that, for me, I feel like it should be the women.
Hey, girl, listen. Somebody else wants to get invited to the block party. Demo, congratulations! Hey, anybody else? Listen, come forward for some. Listen, there's so much space in the block party. You can sit there in silence alone with the other people. Continue forward, dear.
No problem. No, I do notice and realize that you have said we're not going to attack the people, but the argument, and also not to speak about, the callers. Now, my thinking is a blanket statement for all callers, kind of, that have a certain rhetoric. And it's kind of, how come they keep on saying, you're not looking at the facts? And then they put all their opinions and views into the quote-unquote facts.
That's the thing that's
funny.
funny.
The fact of the matter is, the body language is, and it's like the body language is readable by everyone.
Yes.
The words she says is readable by everyone. And everyone is just looking at how much they like her as a person. It's like, it's easy to like someone as a person and not know their personal life. That's what I like about the internet. I don't dig into people's lives. I look at exactly what I need to until crazy things happen, like, some of the people I've seen popping up in the manosphere and, in different areas of the world. But what I'm not understanding is, why can't we apply the same mental capacity to recognizing when men, dusty men, are gaslighting us, to realize it's the same thing happening right now with the people that are acting like, because they like Tabitha, that she could not be, on the low doing exactly what we see her doing. It's plain and obvious to me that she wants to take him out of his job more than he wants to leave his job. It's obvious to me that he has admitted to feeling a certain way and having his identity wrapped up in his job. And it's also obvious in a fact that he has a child outside of his marriage, before his marriage. And no matter how old this young person is, she deserves, by birthright and by first child, all the fruits of his labor. And she's not going to get any of that, no matter how much money her mother makes. It's not about that. It's about you being a man and standing up for what you know to be right. And that man's face showed that he wasn't 100% into it. Like she was, but he wasn't. And it seemed like it was her dream, as she had stated as a fact, that she wanted to do this for her husband. Not one time did I hear her say, well, maybe, I don't know, I just saw the video a few times, that he is just as excited as she is. She's the one that's excited. And also, as we know about social media and content creators, their money could be gone by tomorrow. So what's
you know
the real,
something? I'm so glad you brought that up, because content creation is a fickle field to be in. Not only that, YouTube, the money on YouTube is okay money, right? Instagram does not. They just started talking about adding some sort of way for people to contribute money to creators. TikTok, they say, is trying to get people sponsorship deals, but anything online could be here today, gone tomorrow. There is no guarantee when it comes to content creation. So
especially cancel culture. Who knows what she's gonna say?
No, wait, listen. She got a person with a penis next to her that's black. Oh, as long as she got the person with a penis, you know they're gonna be out here. Huh? What'd you say?
She smiled and she was blind. It's some nice, shiny white teeth that man has. Her too, she got nice teeth. But it's like, girl, you okay?
Yeah. Well,
and
listen.
then the example you set for your children, you have 2 kids. Well, I think yes, so I've only seen 2 when I was watching her food stuff.
Well, listen, we have gone over the 5 minutes, so we appreciate you calling in and giving your point of view. Thank you. You have a great day.
Love you, Tanya. Bye.
All right, love you too. Bye-bye. All right. So I appreciate all of you who have called in. Let's take a quick break for the apples. All right. So Kelly sends 111 and says, ticket. I need glasses. So Chance gave you a ticket one day? And did you recognize him? Were you like, oh, so wait, he was out there he's a meter maid? Wait a minute. He was out there giving tickets? This sounds crazy. You're on the air live. Give me one moment. I'm going to come right back to you. Just make sure that your stuff is turned down in the background. So Tony sends $1 and says, my mom, she would never retire a man. Mine's for walk. Oh, Lord of mercy. So we have a Caribbean person over here talking about men must work. And Camille sends $20. Hey! Says it's time for perfect vision. I don't even know what we're referring to in terms of perfect vision. Are we talking about seeing things clearly, like how that caller was saying that, oh my goodness, everyone can see the man looks very unhappy about this change. All right, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Tiffany.
Oh, another Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Welcome in, Tiffany. All right, so what is your comment about this whole situation?
Well, I have been a fan of Tab for a while. I've been watching her videos, and I felt like, more and more she's been adding things with her family, but it seemed so odd for her to be going so in-depth in the situation about the retirement and her husband and everything, because she is popular, but I just didn't understand the point of going into that much detail, and it was so long. And like you said, his body language was so dismissive, like he's putting on lotion in the back, his head is down. And to me, it kind of felt like a catch and kill situation where maybe she's trying to get ahead of something that might be coming out about him and his job.
Oh,
that
interesting.
Might just be me being suspicious or something, but it just seems so odd. Like it doesn't really connect. Like, why was it necessary for her to go into that detail? Then her response to Wendy Williams was so detailed, and it's because of this and it's because of that. And it's like, it seems like she could say, you know what, Wendy, this is a decision that me and my family made, and really, it's between us and that's it. But she kept layering on all these explanations about why she was doing it, and my husband wants to do, and it just seemed so odd. And I am a big fan of Tab, but it just seems very odd, the point that from the jump she put it out there like that. Why was it even necessary? So I feel like this story is something more, and
Mm.
just him being on camera like that, and I'm like, can't she see that he is not really into this? You know, it kind of reminded me of
Imagine how he
the
looked
battle bonnet.
before the thing. She probably was like, "Don't you see I'm about to get alive? You better bring your ass over here." Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
and it
I'm
was
just
odd.
joking.
It reminded me of the battle bonnet situation, the way she was sitting there with Derek Jackson. Like, her body language was weird. The whole situation with them, these couples that get on, sometimes I'm like, can't you see the way this other person is reacting to, you know, what you're doing right now?
Here we go. Artia is calling me the broke Wendy Williams.
Oh They're dropping my flag.
Hey, there we go. Welcome to the block party, y'all.
They're dropping my flag today, Tanya. What is going on?
Listen. Girl, this is too much. This is too much, you know?
Yeah.
This is too funny.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of hers, but this just it doesn't really add up. It seems odd, and it seems like she really is trying to catch and kill a story, and she needs a publicist. And I think maybe you talked about this before, but I mean, I hope she's not going to mess up everything that she says she's built up for her future with these shenanigans.
You know, I'm sure she's going to be all right. I'm sure she's going to be all right. She got all that prayer coming her way. All right. Well, thank you so much.
That's all I wanted to say, Tanya. It just seems weird.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my
right,
goodness. This live is so much fun. Thank you all so much. I am having a good time. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. The apples are coming in. The lines are ringing. This is a great live. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. Monica.
Hey, Monica. So what is your comment here today?
Okay, so I want to know, why don't you have enough self-respect for yourself to be okay if other people do not agree with you? Everyone that watches your show or whatever it is not going to always agree with what you say.
What makes you think that I want everyone? Hold on, dear. What makes you think that I want everyone?
People don't have to agree with your...
Listen, if you want to filibuster, this is not the right place for that. You asked me a question. Let me answer it. Are you ready for me to take you off hold so you can answer the question? Are you ready to answer the question?
Cursing.
Oh, Lord. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. All right. Phone lines are open. This is the number right here. 323-488-3149. And we are taking in calls about this whole situation, from the Wendy Williams to the dangerousness or lack thereof of being a police officer to actually this person allegedly out there on the beat giving tickets. This is too much. This is too much. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Lamont.
Hey, Lamont. So what is your comment today?
So I'm just calling to say that I understand where you're coming from, and I understand your perspective. But I wanna just see if it's also possible that the husband isn't going to be relying on his wife to take care of him. You know, that he will be working and bringing in income. It seems like the narrative is that, like, he's going to be sitting on a couch in his dirty jaws, eating up all the food and spending all of Tab's money. You know, and I don't necessarily think that that's the case. And if that isn't the case, that he can go off and work on his dream, which will bring in income, is there a problem with that happening?
Is there a problem with what?
Is that problematic, that she would retire her husband so that he can work on his dream, which would still bring in income. Because it seems like the narrative is that she's retiring. She worked hard to retire him, and now he's going to sit around and do what retired people usually do, which is like, hang around a house all day. And I don't think that that's necessarily the case.
Are we talking about their relationship? Because we don't, no one here, the people for or against, know anything about their relationship. This isn't about them. This is really about lessons for your own life, whether this is a direction you want to go in. And if you choose to be retired by your partner, that is your choice. You have to make those decisions for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you are going to
agree.
do if your partner goes to retire you. Some people will sit around, some people will go out there, some people will do like Wendy's husband did, lose money, get scammed and all this
Mm-hmm.
other stuff, go have a baby somewhere else. This really isn't about whatchamacallit.
Like their personal relationship.
Yeah, somebody said I'm
And
reading the comments,
I
and that's because we get scammers on Facebook, and I have to take these people and get them out quickly because Facebook doesn't have the same moderation that YouTube does. So anyway, so
okay.
yeah, so you have to do what it is that you feel is right for you.
And so, do you think that Tabitha retiring her husband was the right thing for her to do?
She and her husband felt that it was right, so they made that decision together. That's their relationship and their situation. So they do what they feel is right for them. Whether he sits on the couch or not, that's still their situation. I don't, my concern is not Tabitha and her husband. She's a grown woman making decisions with
Right.
her husband. We're on the outside of that. We can talk about the situations that come up in our own lives, whether or not we have partners that are A, trying to control us, that are B, going to be sitting around doing
Mm-hmm.
nothing, that are C, going to be self-conscious, not having money. Each situation is going to be different. This is
Mm-hmm.
why these are opportunities for us to look within ourselves and see how a certain situation is manifesting in our own life for us, and whether or not that's the
Mm-hmm.
direction that we want to go in, and what's the probability of our fulfillment and happiness in those situations. And if you are going to be fulfilled, who is anybody on the outside to say anything different? You know?
Right. I agree. I agree. I agree with that. I just wanted to throw that out there that maybe, just maybe, he won't be like some sort of deadbeat. Although I with the
You're
other
at
people
4
calling
minutes
in
right
saying,
now.
I'll wrap it up. Thank you. I do see that she's very passive aggressive and she seems to be controlling, and so that does add to this narrative that that this might be something that she's forcing him or making him do, or she's wearing the pants in a relationship. But I also, for me, I want people to consider that maybe she's allowing him to do what he wants to do, which still allows him to contribute to the family financially, but also allows him to chase his dreams. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, the thing about it is the time in between. And also, everybody out there is so different, right? Everybody out there is so different. There's some people who don't feel comfortable if they are not in control of the money that they're bringing in. Some people start feeling very self-conscious, very aggravated, very forlorn, very depressed and stuff like that if they are not creating their income and in charge of their destiny. So if you have a person who really doesn't care about money, or if you have a person who is going to be fibrillating on the inside if they're not making their money. Remember, this is a man who has a child before their marriage. And so if there's two different things going on here. If there is a man who is okay with being in that interim space between creating income and between having a paycheck and creating his own income, the person that's in that interim space, that unknown space, as Ayanna Van Zant refers to it as being in the meantime. It really depends on the temperament. I think that a man that is comfortable with being in that unknown space and dependent on another person's activities to bring in money for his family to be okay, for his child before their marriage to be okay, and their child in the marriage to be okay. That type of man, to me, is a little questionable. You know, if there was some sort of, if like, so like you see me, right? I have enough money saved up that I can maintain my current lifestyle for 10 years without ever having to work again. I could get up and go to the beach or go traveling for the next decade and not have to work and be able to maintain my same lifestyle. That's how much money I feel comfortable with having saved away. Each person is going to be different. Some people are okay with 3 months. Me, I need, especially after having lived in my car and the uncertainty and the financial insecurity that I felt, I know that. So like last year when I was making videos, and I was making videos back to back and just saving and stacking money and investing the money and letting it grow and multiply and buying Bitcoin and buying stocks and doing all of this stuff that I did to make sure that I was okay. Because when I was living in my car, even though I wasn't eating much food, I was gaining weight because of the cortisol and the stress and all of that stuff. Me, I need to make my own money. I need to be able to know that I'm going to be all right, that I have things under control for me personally. Everybody is different. We don't know what her husband is like, but we need to take into consideration for our own lives what our partners are like, their temperament, their sentiment, because this is never about me. When I tell my story, I don't tell my story because it's about me. When you tell your story, it's not so much about you so that people could be like, oh, that nigga, this is that. No, it's not about that. It's about people hearing what another person's journey has gone through and making the decisions that's right for their life to be able to offset disaster or to be able to go towards what is most likely a more favorable outcome. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. And I agree. I guess on my end, maybe there was I wasn't 100% clear on what the message was yet, and you haven't gotten to the end of the live yet. So for me, what I'm hearing so far is like, you know, this man, and maybe I'm making this up. That's totally possible. That this man is a deadbeat. That this man shouldn't be comfortable with letting a woman retire him. And I'm just thinking, well,
there are some people who feel that way. And for those people, they shouldn't enter into a relationship like that. They shouldn't even put that on the table. For the people who feel that way, that shouldn't even become an option. So listen, we've been on for 9 minutes. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody is like, I got enough money for 10 years, but I still need Cash Apps. No, the Cash Apps support the channel. Because one of the things that you don't understand, and wealthy people know this, like I looked at how my old landlord moved. My landlord budgeted and was very precise and meticulous with what it is that he spent, what it is that he collected. Far too many Black people are like, I'm hood rich, and they start waving their little, making phone calls with the big bands by their ears and all of that. No, it's money makes money, and money makes more money. It's like, where is it that you are, and how is it that you're going to position yourself? Me, I have several different entities right now of bringing in money. I have the book that is sold on Amazon that you see back there, or that you see right here. This is my book, The Book of Affirmation Self-Love, which is an amazing book, which sold out the first year. Then I got it reprinted, sold out in 6 months. And now I just got it's up to be reprinted again. So the book is doing well. I have the YouTube videos, which is shaky money. This is not like influencer money is not steady money. So then I have the YouTube money. I have the Facebook money. I have the money that comes in from the text notification squad. I have the money that comes in from the Cash Apps to support the channel. Because all of these entities, one thing that I learned from living in my car is that you need to have multiple bank accounts, multiple businesses and you need to have monies do what those monies are supposed to do in that realm. I don't use book money for the channel, like to get all of this software and all of the programs and all this stuff. Book money did not spend over here. When it was time for me to do this, Cash App money did all of these upgrades because the Cash App comes in from the people who enjoy the videos. The book money is used to reprint the book and for the artist, because I had to invest a lot into being able to get all of this beautiful art inside of the book and all of this stuff. So the book pays for itself. The book has its own debit card. The show has its own debit card. Listen, I don't play those games of mixing stuff around, because when I ended up living in my car, it's because TKO skin money was mixed up with Tanya TKO show money. That doesn't happen anymore. And if anything, I hope that you all can learn from my example, because there's not enough Black people out there teaching other Black people about business. And if you can learn anything from me, please don't rest on your laurels. Don't be like, oh, I got money I got. Stunts call me honey when they feel real hot, standing up there with your bands. No, create your income and let your income roll back over into the different businesses. Take a certain amount aside, invest that, and have different businesses with different money funneled into different areas. Listen, I'm trying to tell you all. But you can sit there and think that you know best if you want to. Many of us need to lower our expenses. There are people who are laughing about Tanya TKO living in a trailer. Not only is that my dream life, but the expenses are so low. This is how I can afford to live my life the way I'm living it. You could go ahead and talk your talk if you want to, but I know at the end of the day, it's like, listen, especially when you start getting into your 40s, like Tabitha and her husband, and you have to start thinking about end of life care. Pension is a good idea. If you have put in the decades, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to be able to have that medical and that money coming in each month for the rest of your life, to give that up on something that you're doing on social media today and then going to be crying, hollering, and wailing on GoFundMe later. No, come on. Let's continue going forward. You're on the Air Live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. My name is Breon.
Hi, Breon. You're live on the air. Tell us your comment.
Yes, this is actually kind of more follow-up to what you were saying about being money responsible. And I know that you've always encouraged your followers to think more internally about the examples that you bring up. So this is not specific to the Brown family, but
right,
more,
exactly.
I work in adult protection, and where I get concerned about listening to people talking about retiring someone who's so close to pension is what happens? How risky of a decision could that be? Now, obviously, it depends on a person's net worth and what they have in savings. Like you were talking about, having savings out to 10 years and still being able to do what you do and maintain your lifestyle. But I think that it sets if you're a content creator or you're in a position where you're showing responsibility to followers, especially your Black followership, and we're talking about building generational wealth and things, I think it's highly irresponsible to start helping your followers believe that they can even retire someone if they're not at the same status as you. I just think that it's a bad precedent. I think that people might be thinking about emulating the wrong things. And when I hear those things, I think about the residents that I serve, those who have nobody. They may have had kids. You don't know if you're going to end up in a fight. You don't know if you're going to end up financially exploited. You don't know if you're going to end up with a medical condition or an accident or anything that happens. And people don't plan for things like long-term care insurance. Like, what do I have to have when I'm at home? So I think of people losing pensions, and I see, I hope you're not relying on the state. I hope you don't lose assets because the state will come around and take things if you need to get on like Medicaid waiver services. I just start to think about those things and how irresponsible it is, because most people who are following, people like Tabitha Brown or even yourself don't have savings or don't have net worths that can allow them to sustain. And I just...
Girl, you preaching a word today.
So yeah, that's really what I wanted to say, was just, evaluate the risk. And I really took to heart what you say about, learn from the examples. And I just started thinking about the role I do and how saddened every day I get when I see the residents that I serve and the situations that they're in, especially if they could have had a pension or had they been able to wait for retirement a little bit longer. Like, those things are really critical for people to think about, especially Black people. And as a Black woman, I want to see us create wealth. I want to see us create savings. I want to see us being taken care of when we hit aged and vulnerable, or if something happens to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I feel everything that you said. So you said that you work in elder care?
I work in adult protection. So I work for a local county agency, and I actually serve in a role as a financial case aid assistant. So I'm the one going through people's finances. I'm the one helping them apply for services. I'm the one helping them navigate Social Security and getting on Medicare. And I tell you, it weighs on your heart when you see people in situations, especially when you see people who had enough to survive and were financially exploited, or have family who are waiting for you to pass over and aren't there to support you, help you when you need that support. And I just think that we need to have a realistic perspective when we're watching, content creators and celebrities, and realizing that's their lifestyle. That might not be your lifestyle. So you have to really, really, truly think critically for yourself. And I think being a person of any gender, thinking about retiring someone, and they're so close to actually having some type of fixed income at a later date when they hit that age of 65 or 70 or whatever their goal was, I think it's important to encourage them to get to at least that point, so that there is some type of guarantee. Because I live in the state of Minnesota, and I can tell you $3,500 fixed income still isn't enough for people to survive on.
Hold on. $3,500 a month in the state of Michigan is not enough?
In Minnesota, it's still not enough.
Even in Minnesota?
Yep. In Minnesota, it's super hard. Like, people, just to have market rate rent, you need to be pulling in at least probably between $15 and $20 an hour just to have market rate rent. And then you're thinking about, when you get older, you're thinking about all your prescription drug coverage. If you have supplemental Medicare, because people can spend an upwards of several tens of thousands of dollars a year just on prescription drug coverage.
Jesus.
What if you have to pay for PCA? Like, these are things that people don't think about.
What's a
what
PCA?
comes with aging. A personal care attendant.
Oh my Lord. You know what? I'm so glad that you called in, because a lot of people speak in whimsically about how wonderful this is. But when you start thinking of end of life care, and when you start thinking about, living for the rest of your life, like, before people were dying at 60, now we're living to 100. Do people have a plan in place to be able to carry them to 100 years old, especially if prescription drugs are tens of thousands of dollars? And many people are just one medical bill away from bankruptcy. What do you do what do you do if you're 70 and your money does not cover your bills? What's the safety net for people? If you're making $3,500 a month if your pension comes in at $3,500 a month in Minnesota, and your bills are more than that, what do you do?
These are the questions that I sit and I try to talk to people about, and I'm having these conversations even with my parents. My mom's in her 60s, my dad is in his 70s, and I'm like, hey, can we talk about those things? Because they were things I didn't know almost 3 years ago when I stepped into this role. So it's just, I think it's really critical to think realistically. Obviously, my hope for everyone is to live healthy and happy, but we also know things happen. And I want people to have a realistic expectation of not just Black love, but how can you realistically create Black wealth stability or Black financial stability down the road? And people have to think about what that is for them. For example, you said for you, having that 10-year cushion is where you feel safe, but you've had experiences that led to that cushion. Some people are 3 months, some people are a year or 3 years, but that's now. For example, I'm 36. But I can tell you right now, the way my body feels when I get 70, my pension that I'm going to have working for the county, and I may not have Social Security being a millennial with the way this goes. What are my options? How am I saving for that? And people people don't think about that. So that's why I say, watch with cautious optimism when you look at people like the Brown family, but think realistically.
Oh my goodness. You know what? You just, oh my gosh, you said a word, my dear. There's so much to think about because I don't think people really consider. It's like you're young and healthy now, but what happens if you get ill or injured? What happens if the breadwinner gets injured? What are the safety nets that we have in place? What is the, what just came up because, we just recently had a death in the family. Well, just earlier this week. And do other people know how to access your bank accounts? Do other people know where the deeds are for the house or homes that you may own? Do people know what the management company is or how to get in touch with them? Do they know, does your wife or husband know how to collect the rent? It's like when you have a person that is retiring you on something as fickle as social media income, it's because you all know, look, I set up the text notification squad because I realized my vulnerability that Facebook could kick me off at any time. This is why when people are like, I'm gonna unsubscribe, I don't care, because this stuff is whimsical. It doesn't really mean anything. It does not translate into dollars. The only thing that translates into dollars, and that's dollars for that moment. It's like, so like people contribute cash apps, right? But the cash apps come that one day. After I'm off air, there's no cash apps coming in. If I don't make videos and people are actively sending people send cash apps during the video. Some people send them when I'm off air, right? But that's not a plan for the future. This is something in the moment that people do in the moment. But if something happened to me and I don't make a video for 3 weeks, what happens to my page? The algorithm has already trash my Instagram page. If you all are here, go to my Instagram page and please comment on some of the posts on Instagram on Tanya TKO TV and Tanya TKO, because the Instagram algorithm has trashed my page so that I have 21,000 subscribers on Instagram, but I only get like 28 comments because they're not putting it on the feed of everyone. So it's like, this social media shit is fickle. This is not, you're not going to retire off social media shit. Social media shit is for today. Social media shit is like a treadmill, or what do you call those things that the hamster wheel? It's like a hamster wheel.
A wheel.
You run on it, but as soon as you get off, it's not spinning anymore. If I don't make a video for 3 or 4 days, the comments start to dwindle. YouTube is like, oh, this person isn't active. They start hiding my shit. If I make too many videos in a day, they stop sending it out to people. So no, this is not a good way listen, me personally, I would not try to retire off of social media shit alone. Like, I have my book and stuff like that, but still the book has to be reprinted and then sent to Amazon and all this other stuff that requires me. Like, I even right now, I mean, I have some stuff invested, but I don't have true passive income because the text notification squad, these are people who need to get their notifications. What happens if I'm not making videos anymore? Text notification money is not going to keep coming in. You know what I mean? So it's like,
true.
People, like, this is not a joke. Like, a lot of people like to look at what looks cute online, but this is real life. Like, thinking about getting older, thinking about in the United States, oh, the apples are coming in the United States, how much medical care costs, medical care and coverage, especially as you get older, Goodness forbid something happens to somebody. Many of us are underinsured and an insurance company playing all types of games with us and stuff. Come on. And far too many of us don't have investment properties and all of that. This was one of the things that I wanted to do in 2019. And I want to do some group economic stuff, but a lot of mofos out here ain't ready for group economics because you thinking just your mind ain't thinking right. You thinking stupidness, talking about, why can't my wife retire me? This is not a fucking game out here. You 40, you still got another 40 years to live. You talking something, maybe if I work with kids, I might make some money. Come on. What true money-making way do you have right now? What were you doing in all that time? I'm sorry, I'm talking over you, but this is something that your phone call just made me start pontificating, because we have this imagination that people who have never demonstrated that they have the ability to have financial prowess, to really truly be able to earn income from an endeavor, right? This man got a 9-to-5 job. He had a child. It's not like he made the sacrifice for Tabitha. He had a child, right? He did not start a business. He didn't say, you know what, baby, I'm gonna start this business. Let's get this money together. I'm gonna make this. He has not demonstrated that he has the ability to truly earn income on his own. In those 15 years, while he was out there handing out tickets and stuff like that, what entrepreneurial endeavors was he truly participating in along the side? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a lifetime entrepreneur. I know how to make money. Making money is not easy. Creating $1 out of 15 cents like Miss Mary Matt, that's not easy. Not everybody is an entrepreneur. And we have these women out here who are like, well, you know what? I really think my husband can do it. I have to go, Hercules. And it's like he doesn't know how to do it. And this is one of the things that Wendy Williams alluded to. Like Wendy Williams, like people try to insult me and they call me Wendy Williams. I don't think that's an insult. Wendy Williams has been relevant for 40 years. Wendy Williams has been relevant since the 80s. And she is still relevant today. That takes a tremendous amount of prowess, aptitude. Please. Girl, listen, you made me go off. Child, we went way over the 5 minutes. Wrap up what it is that you need to say.
No, I just want to say it was a blessing talking to you today, and I hope that your audience, such as myself, have learned something and can stop thinking about small picture, but just think bigger picture. So thank you for the conversation, and you have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. All right, we're going to jump over to the apples because a bunch of apples have come in. Let me grab this and put it on hold. Please hold. Okay, so we have, let's see. So Marisa sent $1 and says, I cannot get connected to the phone line. There's a lot of calls coming in. Marie, since you are on the text notification squad and I have your number, I'll call you. Okay, I'll call you after this call. All right, so we have Daphne that sends $2 and says for support. Thank you. Like people don't understand this is real. This is real out here. This is not a game. Beauty sends $3 and says, thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being a friend. All right. Dion sends $1 and says, he may have been mad. She said they've been struggling. Child, listen. She said they were struggling financially or emotionally. Maurice back again? You're going to have to call me. I can't get through. Oh, all right, Maurice. I just said I was going to call you. I look. You know what, Maurice? As a matter of fact, send me a text message, Maurice. Send me a text message. Send me a text message on this phone number here, the public number. So because I was going to go into the system, pull out your number and all of that, but just send me a message so I could just call you straight back. All right. Tanisha sends $3 and says, love you, and please check out their Black Love interview. I'm really tired of hearing about them. Tell me what the Black Love interview was about. Tell me. Because I'm tired of it. Honestly, I'm tired of it. A. Dot sends 222 and says, thirsty haters drinking that haterade today. I love you. I love you too, A. Dot. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see. ZB sends $1 and says, you drop millions of dollars of advice to them. Listen, but you know what? It's like casting pearls before pigs or diamonds before swine. It's like a person has to know what to do with that information. They have to be open to receiving the information. And Daphne sends $6 and says, for the block party. Child, we was having a good time, wasn't we? That was the good time we were having. All right, let's take a look and see if we missed any. Oh, we have one right here. Jacqueline sends $10 for support. Thank you, Jacqueline. We appreciate it. So thank you all for the Cash App. Thank you. It really does help to support the show. It helps you also be able to support the content creators that you love and not be in this one-way relationship where you just take. It's a symbiotic relationship. So thank you. Okay, you're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
My name is Kina.
Hi, Kina, like Kina?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Go ahead.
Kena, Kina.
Okay, go ahead, Kina.
How you doing, Tanya? I've been listening to a lot of the different perspectives. Listen, I'm 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I've been married for 15 years.
Okay.
And all growing up, all I seen was women take care of men. And whether men, if they have money or don't have money, one thing I've learned, a man has to be a man. If a man don't work, he don't eat. He got to kill the food he eat. He has to. Women keep thinking the gestures of money. Look at Wendy Williams. Look at Mary J. Blige. It didn't work for them. You think, okay, let's make this money. Let's keep the money in-house. But we have to understand the logistics of being men and the logistics of being women. And I think the problem with women is they want their men to be their best friends. You got a best friend. You do things with your best friend and start trying to make your man your best friend. You're trying to pay him for his company. A man does things that only men understand. Little boys, women wonder why when they got their sons, they get mannish on them, or it's something in their energy, it's something in the way they bred. It's just in the makeup, it's in the universe. And women need to stop trying to make these men what they want them to be. We need more black cops. So the whole thing is dangerous. Hell, we need black cops. That's the problem. There's not enough black cops. So my thing is her saying, oh, I want to retire him, I want him to dream. Men, when they can provide for their family, that's the best thing as a man. If a man can go to his grave and know he got his family around him, and he know, because you got rich men out here, but they ain't take care of their kids, and they didn't spend any time or money on their kids. So being a man and providing for your family, that's the best thing. Listen, my husband, only place I'm retiring him is into a grave. That's where he gonna go. He gonna work to the end for this family, because guess what? If he don't work for us, he gonna go work for some other woman. That's how this thing go. Men always going to be men, and women need to stop trying to figure out. That's why our community is the way it is, because women think they got men figured out. Men, you could take care of a man, and he'll turn around and turn on you like a dog that you fed. And I don't understand, because that's not the nature of him. He's going to hate you for doing the things he want to do for himself. That's just how this thing go. And I don't care if it's 1912, 1812, 2090, it's always going to be what it's going to be. So she can go ahead and do the same thing Wendy did, Mary did, and the rest of them women did. You know, oh, my black king, let him be a man and do what it is men got to do. When men got to fight, steal, and kill, or whatever they need to do for their family, let him do it. She'll learn, because he's going to take the money she earned and go spend it on somebody else that's going to appreciate him and treat him like a man. She probably going to work at the Waffle House or be a table dancer or something menial or whatever. But as long as he could take care of that woman and he could feel like a man, you can't top that. We cannot fulfill that in a man. I don't care what you give him. That feeling of providing for your family is something we can't make right. So God bless whoever mine. I know the man I've been married to for 15 years. He gonna go right in a grave. That's where he gonna go, and then I'm gonna have insurance money, as I'll be leaving insurance money. But that's how this thing go. I don't try to. He runs the house. He's the head of the household. I don't have to worry about the money I make is my money, because my husband know in order to run the house. Now wait a minute, if you ain't gonna run the house and spend my money too. So he knows in order for me to control this thing, he do what he has to do. He run the house. I say, hey, babe, what we doing here? And I trust to walk with him and do what we got to do, because as a man, he laid it down and say, this is what we doing. I got plans for you. When he married me, he had plans for me and for these kids he made. And he's still fulfilling his plans. And that's what it is.
But what about him dreaming like a child again, and the sacrifices he made providing for the family?
A child? Stop it, Tanya, child. Don't we all want to be a child again? We got to eat. We out here, pandemics, people dying, people losing their lives. They ain't got nowhere to live. We can't even go on vacations because don't nobody want to work because they got stimulus check. What do you mean? Listen, we all want to live like a child again. Hell, a lot of us wish our parents would have been parents to us when we were children. We all get want, but the reality is we in a life living and we producing. We got these kids. You can't be doing all that and that's one thing I admire about you, Tanya. You live your life to the fullest. You didn't bring no children. It's about you, and that's the way it should be. But for the rest of us, civilians out here who got kids, we got to do what we got to do to feed these kids. What you mean you want to live your, you know what I mean? Women, we want to work. Man, there's been times I don't sit in the parking lot, wanted to run away, and as far as I ran to the parking lot, got some bread, and went back home a couple hours. You don't think women want to give up?
Wait, okay, so hold on. Some people are you from New York, by the way? I'm
from New Jersey. I'm from East Orange, right across here.
Oh, okay. So this is a East Orange
I don't seen it
accent,
all.
cause
Listen,
oh
I don't
wow.
seen it all.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
I
hold
don't.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What is your response to people saying you angry?
Who? I'm angry.
Yeah, they're saying you're an angry caller.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'll take it. I'll take it because I live a nice life, got a nice home. I ride a nice ride, and the money I make 6 figures, and my man let me do what I want to do with my money. I ain't got no problem. My kids go to private school, and he's black, and we're doing us. But he's bred from Chicago. They hail from Mississippi. They manly men, and they know what they got to do to take care of their families. So if that's being angry, okay, fine, I'll take it because I know what it was growing up with people, teenage. I'm 45 years old. I don't seen it all. I'm glad these little young girls ain't having babies and stuff the way they used to. Teenage babies, struggling, working like a dog. You're taking a bag of pills like they Skittles. You're taking all these pills just to keep your heart going, your cholesterol, your gout, and whatever else you got.
Wow.
All for the sake of black love, struggle love. I don't seen it all growing up. 5 or 6 babies, the hood marriages, they'll stay with you. They may think about maybe giving you an engagement about 12, 15 years. You'll be lucky if 20, 25 years, he'll marry you. But that's the hood way.
Ooh,
I don't subscribe to the hood way. I'm by the way of the hood, but guess what? I seen it. So any of your callers that got a problem with the way I think, you know what? Guess what? I saved myself. So until you've been there, done that, I saved myself. I'm the little girl from the hood that, yes, I drive a big body SUV Benz, and I be at the soccer practice with my kids and my snacks, and I still got my New Jersey accent. What's up? Okay?
Oh my. You were in Timberlands too?
No, I don't wear Timbs.
Okay, so you didn't
they
go
too
that
hard
far.
to break in. I never really cared for Timbs. They take forever to break in. That's not my style.
Oh, so you tried.
I got a chic style, but that's not my. But I can be
well, let me
raspy.
ask you
But
this question.
little.
Somebody said that you waiting for your husband to die to collect insurance money.
No, it's not waiting for my husband. Listen here. Have you been living in the world we live in? I may die too, and he's gonna have insurance money. See, this is the thing. Marriage is about resources. It's about creating legacies. Y'all want to talk about love and this, love and that. If it's love, 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 then what happened? All the people in love, what happened to their marriages? Marriage is about resource. That love thing just came by in the modern days. It's about resources, pulling together, building a family, building the legacy. Because, see, love don't always exist. And you know what marriage do? Marriage makes sure it gives you a nice little tight contract. So when he's ready to walk away, them days when he don't want to be bothered no more, guess what? That license, that marriage license, tells him he can't walk away as quick as he wants. Same for the man or the woman. Same thing for people who get child support. You can drive, but you need a driver's license, don't you? You need a driver's license to drive. We could do whatever we want to do, but we live in a world with contracts, legalities, things we have to do.
What?
This whole living in la-la land.
Listen, we could talk forever, child, because you know what, this is what I was saying. There's some people who's going to feel what I'm saying. There's some people who speak direct and who, like you could benefit from my channel. Other people who like that passive aggressive stuff, they're not going to really find their home here. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. You're going to be the last call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, she preached a word, didn't she? So listen, Maurice, I had to go find your number from the text notification squad. I guess that's another benefit of being in the text notification squad. I know who you is, right? I know who you be. I know who you is. I know who you be. But I had to go find your number because you didn't text me in time. And now finally the text come through after I went through and found the number. Nonetheless, here we go. Maurice is going to be the last call of the day because we've been on for almost 3 hours. And now we're going to jump out of here.
Hello?
Child, you on the air live with Tanya. You know what it is. You see the number. We got to turn this stuff down in the background and talk to me through the phone. Okay, Maurice? It's Tanya TKO. You're on the air live.
Oh, hi.
Why are you trying to act like, hold on, oh, hi, like you didn't know it was me? Come on now. What is this?
I wanted to talk about the law enforcement part.
Okay.
Of the
that's
of the
right.
segment.
That's right. So, you did work as an officer. Wait, you're no longer an officer, right? Because we saw handcuffs in the behind the scenes gathering we had. We saw handcuffs, but you're no longer a law enforcement officer, right? But you were.
Yes, I'm no longer,
okay.
but I
so
was.
Go ahead.
What I learned being a police officer is that it's a job that requires pride, and based on the facial expression he had and the way she described how, when he met those two cops and they inspired him to become a cop and stuff like that, and that he went into that profession for that reason. So now leaving after 15 years, it's just like it baffles me, because if it's something you want to do with children, you can create with being a cop with children.
No, hold on. I'm sorry, baby. Your phone cut out. You said if it's something you want to do with children, then it cut out, and then you came back in. But say that last sentence again.
Like if she said he likes to do stuff with children, to create something with children, he can do that being a cop. He can be part of that community, especially how cops are being like.
Your phone is breaking up. All of this, and you don't even get your signal together for the phone call, girl.
I'm sorry. I'm in a new area that's newly developed, so like it's there, not there.
You're gonna need to refresh your connection to the tower or something. You know what? Refresh your connection and then call me back. Oh, you're gonna go outside? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go outside.
All right. Well,
and another thing I was talking about is his retirement, because a lot of people are saying how retirement works for police officers.
Yeah.
It's mainly 20 years, and you get full pension, and especially if you've been putting money into those accounts, you get that for life. So I don't understand why you're getting out when you only have 5 years left to collect an income that you don't have to work for in 5 years. It just makes no sense to me. And also, too, if you've been there for 15 years, why are you still a regular police officer?
Giving people tickets?
Huh?
Giving people tickets? So where should a person on the police force be after 15 years? Where should they be?
He could be a detective. He can branch out and become a captain. He could become a lieutenant. There's different ladders within that police force. You don't have to stay in one position. That position is still a starter position. You don't stay with a company for 15 years to stay in one position. It makes no sense.
So who are the people? Who are the police officers that are giving out tickets? What level are they?
They're just regular cops. Sometimes
the blue uniform.
A sergeant or an officer can give a ticket if they're on their way to work or out and about, and they see somebody doing something like really off-putting, then they'll pull them over and give them a ticket. But the regular one that gives tickets are just regular neighborhood cops and what have you, or if they work on the highway. So I just don't get it. I just saw the look on his face, and I can tell he's not happy, and you can tell he likes his job.
But don't you think that the lack of happiness was from the conflict that he felt about just branching into something new?
It is, but it's like if it's a job that you like to do, it's like you don't really want to leave it like that. It's like it's not like he's retiring after retirement. And when his retirement time is up, it's different. He's retiring early. So even if he retires early and the company allows him to retire early, he's still taking a cut. He's not getting the full pension. Because the military does that. If you're not advancing after so many
Somebody
years,
is asking, so if he was still a beat cop, so what? So what if he was still a beat cop? They want to know, so what?
It's not the issue that he's a beat cop. It's just the fact that it's something that he likes to do. And if he likes to do it, why are you retiring early when you only have 5 years left?
Somebody said a millionaire should not be a police officer. What are your thoughts on that?
It depends on the type of millionaire. Because, look at Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. He got out of basketball and he started, because it's something that he loves.
He started
to do,
what?
And he
started what?
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
No, I didn't hear you. He was
in
basketball. He started doing what?
He became a cop after basketball.
Shaquille O'Neal became a cop? Shit, that's not the cop you want to run away from. I mean, he couldn't hit nothing from the free throw line, so you don't have to worry about him throwing anything at you. But that man is 7 feet tall. I did not know that he became a cop. That's interesting. I knew he started doing broadcasting. But yeah, that's really interesting. So, and then also, I just want to say this to you all out there. If you think that some of the police officers that are patrolling your area are not millionaires, you're deluding yourself, because
Thank you.
because this is the part of the issue of the problem in the United States, that police officers from other areas come and occupy the lower income areas. So there are a lot of millionaires out there who are police officers. By the time you own one or two houses in Long Island and you start policing the Bronx and Brooklyn, you're a millionaire policing these areas. So come on now. All you need to do is own one house in Long Island, you're a millionaire. Stop it.
That is very true. And also, too, the hours police officers work are not 9 to 5. It's 12-hour shifts. And like when I worked, I worked two on, 2 off, 3 on, 3 off. So on those days off, a lot of the officers had side jobs. One of them that I worked with, he was part-time firefighter. So when he was off, he was doing firefighter work. So they had 2 income coming in. And like you said, a lot of them went into real estate also too. So they kept buying property, and a lot of them would buy foreclosed properties and turn it into something on the side. And then while they still being a cop,
my goodness.
The job that he can do, he can also do it as well as being a cop. He didn't have to retire.
You know what? And the thing that's strange to me, if you got to work 3 days on, 3 days off, where is the business, the thriving business that he was able to start on his 3 days off? Child, that's going to be the final right there. We appreciate you calling in, Maurice. Thank you for your point of view. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. And we have an Apple that has come in. Dion sends $1 and says, Kina! Exclamation, exclamation. When New York and New Jersey link up. Hey, holla if you hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the apple. We really appreciate that. And remember, the apples that you send when I am on air, I read them on air. But if you want to support the channel and you don't want your apple read, you can just send it when we're off air. So I appreciate that. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Phone lines are closed at this point. So we're just going to sum up the video and then we're going to jump out of here. 1,200 people on YouTube, 299 on Facebook, and nobody on Twitter Periscope. We don't know what LinkedIn is because we do not have the thing coming through. Thank you to all of the people who joined the text notification squad while we were on this broadcast. Thank you to the people who called in. Thank you to the people who came forward and joined the block party today. That was amazing. I had so much fun because that music is so hot and the person being kicked back in the chair. It's just a lot of fun. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Hold on. Do we have a person who is trying to spread their links in the comments? Okay, no. Thank goodness. Let me see. I just got a notification in. Let me check this notif real quick to just make sure that there's nothing that we are missing before we jump out of here. So listen, let's put the comments up so that you all can say, what is the self-love lesson that you learned from this video? Put your self-love lessons up. I'm going to let your comments scroll on the side. I want to see what you all learned, and then we'll go and we'll do what it is that I feel is the overwhelming lesson from this video, right? So, P, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. What is the self-love lesson here that you all learned from the video? Did y'all have food at the block party? Listen, they still in the block party. They ain't getting out. They're not getting out. Thank you all so much for coming out. There's a little bit of a delay between when I ask the question and when you all are able to answer it. There's like a 20-second delay on the live. So they don't work. I agree at P. Great ending. Keep that man at work. Don't retire men. Bye, everybody. Shaq is an honorary deputy. I live near a town. I'm going to be a woman and my man going to be a man. Olivia Benson was a cop. There were a lot of haters here today. Unbelievable. Don't mother your husband. Block parties are where it's at, y'all. Wait a minute. Where you going? You're supposed to do Idris Elba. Not in one broadcast. I only do one subject per video. I don't do that whole, and we've been on for 3 hours. What are you talking about? I see you want to keep the whip on my back, but I ain't seen no Cash App coming from you. You talking about where I'm going. Child, I got to go eat. I'm hungry. So let's see. Byron at the block party twerking. You are so silly. One more time for the block party. Allow a man to be a man. Retire yourself first. My lesson: to think more realistically. Use critical thinking. No more fantasies. Don't coddle black men. Oh, that is one thing that I wanted to mention in this video. That black women are so desperate for black men that there are many people who are angry about me daring to say anything. There was one thing that I wanted to show you all. I don't know if I'll be able to find it as we get ready to leave this video, but I wanted to find it right here. Let me get to my page on Facebook, see if I can find the thing. I wanted you all to see this, right? I wanted you all to see this because I'm going to let those lessons continue to scroll up. But there was a comment that I came to this amazing conclusion, right? I came to this amazing conclusion. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at what is going on here. Does my camera look too, I just went to YouTube, and does my camera look too light? Because I went to YouTube and my camera looks mad light over there. Gosh, because I hate when it looks blanched out. I hate that. All right. Depend on yourself. Like Sinji's cartoon of, oh Lord, not with the three trash bag carrying Dusty. All right, so here is the comment. I'm going to show it to you all. Let's see. View replies. View 8 more replies, right? Here, where is it? You know, I hate staring at this screen. You know what happens is when you're looking for something on the computer, your eyes stay open longer without blinking, and then you start to lose the moisture on your eyeball. Gosh, I'm trying to find this thing. Let me click on all comments, because you know this is most relevant. Let me click on all comments. You know, I had like an issue with my eyes years ago because I was working on the computer. Oh, here it is. Perfect. I just found it. Let me pull this up for you all so that you all can see. All right. So this is my Facebook page, right? And so let's get this over so that you all can see the comment that I want you all to take a look at here today, right? There's somebody who wrote to me and she said, you'd look pretty if you stop acting so ugly. I think you're jealous that she has a fine ass husband. This is what Sydney said to me on my Facebook page, right? And I responded back to her because I had an epiphany, right? Wow, I had an epiphany while reading her comment, and this is what I responded back. I said, girl, you're attracted to him? Oh, now I see why black women are so upset. The desperation of wanting any black man, let alone one they think looks good and is at least halfway decent acting. Oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Thank you. Black love, hashtag black love, hashtag Loch Ness Monster. Listen, y'all. There's some women out there who are just so desperate for any black man that, of course, they're angry at me. Of course, they're like, you better shut up talking about black love when they're just so desperate. This is how black men have become the prize in our community. because we are so desperate, and they know we're so desperate, that there are Black women who were attacking me. I showed you how somebody called me nappy-headed because I disagreed. Not even that I disagreed. Called me nappy-headed. I'll show you the comment. I'll show you. Right? I'll show you. Oh my gracious goodness. Hold on. Let me see if I could get the comment up. My bad. I'm sorry. I lost it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right. So let me see if I can find my camera. Here. Let's see if we could get this over. Okay. So I'll show you all, right? This is how a Black woman decided to speak to me because she didn't like the fact that I did a video about Tabitha. So she says, "You're a damn hater, nappy-headed self." And I said, "Shauna, you're a Black woman with a Black daughter with natural hair, calling another Black woman nappy-headed? If you can't see the quote-unquote, the hashtag self-hate, this is sad. Love yourself and your nappy hair, girl." I'm like, come on. It's like, what's going on with us that we are so rabid, like these dogs in the fight, these pit bulls, ready to chew and chomp on anybody who dare say anything about, one, a Black man, or two, a Black woman who was able to wrangle and wrestle herself down a Black, halfway decent Black man? How dare I? It's strange. It's strange. It's bizarre, right? It's bizarre. Oh, I see these comments are coming in fast and furious. Let me make sure there's no more apples coming in before we go. All right, it looks like there's no more apples just yet. Oh, wait, there is one apple. Child, listen. Cheryl sends $10 for support, I suppose. Thank you. Let me send you some love. Listen, on that note, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's get our dance on one more time. Hey! I appreciate all of you for coming out. We are going to go ahead and jump out of here. Let me make sure my music is down. Hold on. Let me get my music down. Here we go. Thank you all so much for coming out. I appreciate you coming and leaving your comments and participating in the phone calls and just making the show poppin' and hot like it is. Thank you to the 1,300 people who came in from YouTube, the 500 people that came in on Facebook, the one person that jumped through from Periscope, and all of my people on LinkedIn. Thank you all so much. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you join the text notification squad because these platforms are fickle. So you never know what may happen. And if you want to make sure that you know how to stay in touch with me, no matter what happens on these platforms, make sure that you join the squad. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share. You can support the channel by sharing to a friend or family member, a loved one. So listen, on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you click these are my links over here. Go to Instagram and comment on my Instagram page because I am getting beat down under the algorithm over there. Watch, I'm gonna put some videos over here for you all to watch and see. Thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and I will see you all later. Thank you for coming out. Hey! See you all later. Thank you. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is doing what's right for your relationship and listening to your partner, honoring them, and also taking things into consideration that may be important to your partner as the gender that they are. And on that note, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.